Hello and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. It's Manchester United against West Ham United, the FA Cup magic. Oh, it's starting to buzz. Gonzo, are you feeling excited?
No.
Oh,
no, I'm joking. I am. No, I am. I'm excited but nervous. Certain amount of trepidation, certainly. Yeah, eager to see what the team is. Although I think they've both told us pretty much. Moyes has indicated he's going to take it seriously. He alluded to the fact that against Stockport and against Doncaster, he put out strong teams. He said there might be one or two changes forced by injury and necessity. And also, I took the time. I must have had a not very busy day in the end because I took time to listen to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer speak. And he mentioned that he alluded to the fact that Fergie winning his first trophy was quite pivotal and quite crucial for him to go on and do that. So he said, actually, this would be part of us moving to the next level, securing a trophy. I thought, whoops, not good.
Right. For the first time ever, we are live streaming on Facebook as well. So you're watching on Twitter or Facebook. If you want, come over to the YouTube and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. Nice to see you. If we've got some new people along, nice to see you in the live chat as well. We've got West Ham Way in the live chat, who's on Facebook at the minute. So it's working. It's working. We're doing it to Facebook as well. That's good news. Right, Gonzo, I sent you a task this morning. It's played to finish tonight. You've not done it, have you?
No, I'll make it up.
Yeah, I said to you, we've got 3-4 minutes. I said to you, 5 penalty takers, who would they be?
I mean, the point is, I need to know the team.
No, hypothetically, Antonio's pick.
Okay. Well, the first name that popped into my head when you said it was Yarmolenko, when you mentioned it earlier on, because I just think he's got such great technique. If I was going to mention another one, it would be the person that would play in Yarmolenko's position, quite possibly, unless Yarmolenko's up front. Unless Bowen, because I know Bowen takes a nice corner. Sorry, your facial expression's given a little bit too much away there, Jim.
I hope Nick finds something interesting to do this evening.
He absolutely. There's lots on Netflix at the moment, apparently. And I think Cresswell has really decent technique. Souček would surely have to take a penalty. And Ben Rama, right, I'm sure Rice takes a good penalty. In fact, I've seen somebody sent me a YouTube video of Rice doing techers. That's what they call it, techers, with some pals, and he looks very technical, put it that way.
Yeah, I think Yarmolenko would be my number one, along with Noble. And Souček, he used to take him for Prague as well. So I think that would be my 3 up there. Creswell, Bowen would come into contention being the set piece takers, and I would trust Rice to hit it. I would just have fear of seeing Ben Rama skying it for some reason. If I saw Ben Rama walking up, him and Antonio are the two I could picture thumping over the bar. And Lanzini and Fornals are the two I can picture. A bit of a tame penalty that's easily saved if the keeper goes the right way. So those 4 would give me the. I actually think we've got some decent penalty takers, and I actually think I would back Fabianski to save at least one. But that's talking penalty shootout. That's assuming.
That'd be nice. Be nice if we got that far. I hadn't forgotten about Noble, by the way. I hadn't forgotten about Noble. I just was working on the assumption he wasn't the same.
Oh, that was a bit of a naive assumption.
Well, again, you're giving away too much. You're not very good at this secret squirrel business.
Well, the lineup will be out in a couple of minutes anyway. It'll be out in a couple of minutes. Is there anyone you're hoping not to see start, or rather, is there anyone you're hoping to see start?
Yeah. Well, I want the. It's just not going to happen now, is it? I wanted to see the midfield too. I thought it was quite crucial. The biggest thing here is that we have the 2 centre halves in place. As I mentioned in the video this morning, if we do not have Dawson and Ogbonna together, then because we don't have a game for a long, long time, then it is really Moyes saying, I'm going to give someone else a chance. This is not. He's basically doing favours or testing out his squad or doing something like that. It would be. If we had a league game tonight, he'd be playing Dawson and Ogbonna, put it that way. So if he doesn't, it means he's just not taking it that seriously. So I think it'll tell us everything we need to know.
Yeah, the Yarmolenko up front experiment thing, I'll call it an experiment. It makes me a little bit nervous. That's the one it's the only position I think is up for sort of debate. Whether he plays right wing, I would understand it. He's got 2 or 3 options out there. I'd understand whichever one he went with. I actually get why he would start Noble, because the last 2 or 3 games we've been overran down the middle of the pitch. I think teams have sussed us out a little bit. If you just come down the centre against West Ham, you'll have a little bit of success. Out wide, we're quite good. Our wide players get back to help out the fullback, so you don't tend to get one-on-one against the fullback with West Ham. Benrahma, Fornals, Bowen, whoever it is, drops right in there and they double up on you. So the space is down the middle against West Ham, and I think teams have sussed that out a little bit. Anyway, you ready for the West Ham team?
Yeah.
Let's get this read out. It's Lucas Fabianski in goal with a back four of Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, and Creswell. Then we've got a midfield of Rice, Noble, and Souček with Fornals, Bowen, and Andrei Yarmolenko up front. What's your thoughts on that, Gonzo?
Slow. Really, really slow. Very, very, very slow. All our slowest players are in that team right there. We started reading it out and I was actually quite happy. Even the two central midfielders, I asked for that. Noble in there, not a problem. Fornals, I expected Fornals. Okay, fine. And Bowen, okay. And then Yarmolenko, where's the pace? There's no pace. There's no pace in that team.
Bowen, that's about it.
That's about 7 out of 10. I doubt Bowen runs 100 meters in under 12 seconds. I mean, it's not. I doubt that very much. So not fast, not a fast runner.
Yeah, it is a slow team, I think. But the thing is, though, is it our first team? Arguably, it is. What could he have changed? I guess you would change Noble for Benrahma or Lanzini, I guess.
No, look, what could he change? I don't know. I felt for some time we need to buy some fast players, and we don't. So he could have put not Cresswell. Could have put Fredericks in there. Possibly.
Yeah.
He would have brought just one lightning outlet. Mikel Antonio isn't always fast, but sometimes he is. When he's fit and he's firing, he's fast. So that you take him out of that, then we're significantly slower. I think probably our next, Fredericks aside, not only is Fredericks the quickest player in our squad, Fredericks one of the quickest players in the Premier League. So just take him to one side. At the moment you take Antonio out, then probably the next fastest player in our squad is probably Benrahma. Possibly, don't know. I've not seen him run enough. Let's say I'm not calling him lazy. I've just not seen him sprinting quite enough. So our three fastest players, in my opinion, are not in this team. So we're going to have to build up, when we play them, we're going to have to build up with pressure. We're not going to suddenly spring some surprise two-pass move that's going to allow us to score a goal very, very quickly against them. And they are not hindered by our West Ham squad failings. Man United, they have some very, very fast players, so they won't be overly worried about that. But I think we're going to hassle them. It seems as if we're going to sort of try and crowd out the whole midfield area, certainly. We can double up wide. We've got hard workers, certainly in both. So you've got, on the right, you've got two really hard workers wide, and on the left, the same again. Fornals and Cresswell, they know their job defensively. We were never going to go and I guess, smash his team 4 or 5-0. This is about nicking a goal and possibly nicking a set play goal. So maybe we might be looking for free kicks or long shots to then get some corners. It's not. I'm not totally pessimistic about it. It is a very slow team.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a team that's going to work hard, though. But it's a team that's set up to counter-attack with no pace, which is just not going to work, really. Do I trust this team to sort of keep the ball and work our way up and pressure Man United? Not really. We struggled against Fulham, but I did think we'd done better doing that when Noble was in the team. But I think you can do that against Fulham. You can keep possession and play football against Fulham. I don't think you can do it against Man United at Old Trafford. I think you're not going to have the ball for very much. You're going to get the ball for 30% of the game. And when you get it, you better make it count. And I'm not sure that 11 does it. I'll read the bench first, just quickly. We've got Trott, Diop, Balbuena, Johnson, Fredericks, Alves, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Odebeko. Mikel Antonio has been left in London for this fixture. He didn't even travel to Manchester, Mikel Antonio. So a lot of defenders on the bench once again, and 3 attackers there. No midfielder options, if you like. And I suppose this is a bit of a key question from James Gunn. Put £5 in full-time fund. Thank you, James. James has said, why can't Fornals do what Noble is doing? Then put Benrahma on the left. Where's Fredericks? Where's Benrahma? And where is the pace? But the first question, why can't Fornals do the Noble job?
Well, perhaps he can. The trouble is I can't argue against James because I agree with him. So, look, what can I say? All I can say, maybe a mitigation or play devil's advocate. Maybe Benrahma's a little bit tired, and I'm sure he will feature off the bench. And I do actually think that ain't a bad bench, by the way. I think the 3 attacking players hopefully are good attacking players. The midfield, yeah. I mean, what can you say? It's a bit of an issue, but we know we're light. But look, Coventry's not involved, has been injured most of the season, and we sold Cullen, so that's the situation we find ourselves in.
Yeah, anyway, right, you ready for the Man United 11? Let me just get the Man United team up here. So Man United 11, we've got Dean Henderson in goal with, they've done that thing on Twitter where it's just not in order it's done in numerical order. I don't like that. You've got to sort of work out. So they've got centre-back pair, Lindelof and Maguire. They've also got Telles and Wan-Bissaka at the full-back with Matic and Fred sitting in midfield, Rashford, Martial and Greenwood up front, which leaves one other player, Van de Beek. He's also starting as well. So Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba I would declare that as pretty much a starting 11. No Shaw. Shaw's on the bench too. Very strong team for Man United tonight.
So Shaw's on the bench. I take it Fernandes is on the bench.
Yeah.
Mata?
No.
Okay.
They've got Diallo on the bench though.
Well, I mean, look, do you know what? Let's look at it. They've got a very strong back line there, and they've got a strong front three. I think we could do them in midfield, actually. I do. I think we can do that midfield. There's nothing fantastic about that lot, but the front three is quite scintillating at its best as well. So we're gonna have to be very, very careful. I mean, we're gonna clutch at straws here and hope that we can, in some way, hope that their focus is perhaps more on their West Brom. That is clutching at straws, isn't it? But then they got Real Sociedad, double header against Real Sociedad afterwards, and even that double header is punctuated by another league game. So they have got hefty fixture congestion. I think we've got to try and frustrate them. I think we've got to try and foul them, dare I say. We've got to play a little bit dirty. Got to get some corners, got to get some free kicks. We've got to play to our strengths in this. There's no point then otherwise. And you know what? I guess the good thing is at least we are doubled up defensively in all areas, because Declan Rice and Souček will provide that cover in front of the centre halves, and we do have cover in front of the full-backs as well. So as good as their forward line is, they're gonna, hopefully it ain't gonna be easy for them, and I would hope, touch wood, without Pogba they're not gonna have anyone that can score a goal from 30 odd yards, but they've got a lot of very good players who possibly still can do that.
I hope they struggle with creativity, to be honest with you. The midfield pairing of Matic and Fred's good defensively, but they don't create much between them. They've got a nice front three, Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, score goals and stuff. Don't necessarily create a lot. Van de Beek's very much the guy they're going to be looking at and say, well, you need to create the chances for tonight. And the manager don't like him. It's what we're seeing, is what we had with Ben Rama when he first come to West Ham, where the manager's keen to hook him off and almost say, nah, I'm right, you're not ready yet. And I think they've got a little bit of that, actually. So they've got the finisher, but they need someone to create the chances for those players to go on and score. Like I said, I think in the preview, I think Rashford's hot and cold. I think Martial a little bit more cold than hot at the minute. He got his double against Southampton, but then the game before against Sheffield United when they got beat, he was awful. He was really, really bad. The one I can almost see pros and cons to Man United playing what is almost their first team compared to completely rotated 11, because that completely rotated 11 would be fresh, be fitter. They've got all the motivation in the world. You're looking at that. Apparently, Maguire's fatigued, is what, to use David Moyes' word. Apparently, Maguire's got a bit of that about him at the minute as well. So they're there to be got at, but I don't know. It's difficult. Man United team's stronger than I hoped, and ours is a little bit weaker than I hoped, if you like. So my confidence is only going to go in one direction a little bit. But you have to add in the FA Cup factor. You do have to add in the fact it's a cup game. This isn't like a league one where Moyes can go and play for a point. There's no playing for a point tonight. It's win or lose. There's no draw here. There's no turn up and try and get a 0-0 or try and get a 1-1 out of this fixture. You can't do that. Someone's going out. So that changes the mentality of the game. And I just hope it changes our mentality a little bit. The only tweak I would like to see, which will never happen, is Souček to be the slightly advanced midfielder and not Mark Noble. I know it's going to happen. I bet you within 5 minutes, we will see Mark Noble running after Lindelof with the ball. He'll just come running out of the midfield and we're all, oh, here he is. He's in the number 10. He's had this chicken roll thing. I don't mind Noble in the team when he sits, but he sits deep and he helps move the ball left and right. I don't mind that because he's good at that. It's when he's the attacking midfielder that it gets a little bit frustrating. Not quite good enough. Anyway, right? Well, we'll do the bet now, Gonzo.
Yeah.
Right, for anyone that's new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on it. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, head over to YouTube as well and search Hammers Chat and get involved. What we're going to do now is we're going to put a little bet together on Bet365. If the bet wins, we will give it to one of the people in the live chat on YouTube right now with a phrase. You put a little phrase in. Gonzo's thinking of it. Usually a little bit naughty. Got play on words, a little pun here and there.
A little play on words, yeah.
Right, so what we're putting in, what we're chucking in the old...
What are we chucking in? We've got to say West Ham. Look, West Ham have got to score. If we don't score, we don't go through. Simple as that. Let's have a Souček goal because he always gets a goal. Well, more or less, doesn't he?
Hey, that's in.
Maybe Manchester United not to have. How's that work? The betting the shots on target. We might restrict them to. No, you can't do that.
No, not Bet365. No.
No. It's a tough one. What are you fancying for cards?
Well, the referee's good. It's Tierney. He's the second best ref in the league for bookings. He's the only behind Stuart Atwell, so he doesn't mind a yellow card. Paul Tierney in the middle tonight. So
Matic.
But who's he going to have to foul? We don't have any pace. Matic brings people down on the counter attack. He's going to have Noble running past him. He'll be all right.
Never know. Well, maybe Noble might foul him.
I think it's a decent price, actually. I think Tellez, Bowen roasted him at the London Stadium. Our strongest side tonight is probably our right-hand side with Bowen and Soufal. So I think we'll go with Tellez and hope that Rashford doesn't come back a lot and stuff like that and leaves him having a bit of a battle down there. So I'm putting Tellez in there. We'll put in one more thing because that's 27-1. So the odds are creeping up already.
Maybe not many chances, not many corners in the game. Go low on this one, maybe.
Under 10 corners, we'll go for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll do us then. That'll do us. Right, so let me just double check. Fuck it, that'll do. Pardon me. Right, £5 on to return £270. So £270 cash if this bet wins. Gonzo's thinking of a phrase. If Thomas Souček scores a goal, if Tellez gets a yellow card, and there is 9 or less corners in the game, someone will win £270 to enter in the live chat. Please put the phrase.
The phrase is, and the spelling is crucial. It sure doesn't matter.
Sure doesn't matter. Get that into the live chat and you're entered. Right, Gonzo, what's your thoughts? You've seen the lineups now. How are you feeling?
I think the midfield is an area where it can be won. I mean, physically, Matic is a big bloke, isn't he? But we are very, very physical in there as well. Surely he's not as mobile as he used to be. Let's be fair, Fred hasn't overly worked out considering all the money Manchester United spent on him. I haven't seen Jenny from the block play very much, so I don't know whether he's good, bad, or indifferent. I feel as well I quite like my contests and my duels, and I always feel you've got a wasted one on the left-hand side. I think that'll be almost a non-event. It's Wan-Bissaka against Fornal. So, you know what I mean? You almost feel nothing will happen there, which is quite right that you picked out the other side as well. Big game for Yarmolenko here. I don't think if it doesn't work. If it does work, I reckon there are 4 or 5 games between now and the end of the season, an opportunity for someone else to play as a striker. Let's hope it's not more than that because it'll mean Antonio's injured, by the way. So in many respects, it is an audition for him. So we need a big game. What I want from him are shots. As soon as he can get a shot, I'll just do it. Move it, shift the ball slightly to the left, bang, hit it. And just keep doing that, and let's force some saves. Look, they've got their arguably somebody we both believe is their better goalkeeper in there. That's absolutely fine. Let's take them as long as we possibly can. Let's frustrate them, and let's just hope that they have their mind on other things, and actually they are a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, the lineup is. it's a bit slow, so we have to come up with ways of winning this match. Set pieces is key, but the problem is you need to get set pieces. You need to go into the Man United half to win free kicks. You need to get into the final third around Man United's box in order to get corners. That's the problem here. We've got Bowen and Creswell on pitch, our two best set pieces there, which is important. We've got Ogbonna, we've got Dawson, we've got Rice, we've got Solchek, we've got Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko's bloody good in the air as well, so we've got real threats from these set pieces. I don't want to see any short corners tonight. We got a corner. The last thing I want to see is Jared Bowen rolling it short to Pablo Fernandes or something like that. None of that. Let's get it into the box and let's test them. Everton showed us they can be vulnerable from set pieces. It would be naive of us to try none of this piddling around. No Creswell shooting from 30 yards out way to the left-hand side like he did in previous games. None of that. Go. You've almost got to play a law of averages when you play Man United, and like you said, take pot shots from distance a little bit. Hope something works out. But I want to see Moyes be brave if it's not working. If come half an hour, we've barely got hour and a half, I want him to change something. What? I don't know. Whether that is dropping Noble deeper and pushing Solchek up, or switching Fornals and Bowen around to give Bowen a run at Wan-Bissaka. He probably wouldn't get any more joy out of Wan-Bissaka, but I want to see him change something. But I want him to be brave with the striker if Yarmolenko's not working out, because it is a little bit of an experiment tonight, the Yarmolenko up front thing. If it's not working, even come half-time or something, try Mipo. You've got a striker on the bench there. He's got all the motivation in the world. He left Man United to join West Ham. He's got all the motivation in the world. It's a big night for him if he gets off the bench. I want to see Moyes be brave. As soon as we got a goal down, we've got to change something as well. We've got to then do something. We've got to react. There's no point. Sometimes a 1-0 defeat at Old Trafford, I'm not a bad result, really. Until when last season we were fighting relegation, we got beat by Liverpool, and we actually had the best result out of the teams around us because we only lost by a goal compared to everyone else. That doesn't matter in the Cup. The Cup has got nothing to do with performances for me. I'll happily have one shot on target and we won 1-0. I will be buzzing. Anyway, let's start taking some comments. Get your comments in. Not that one that we're going to lose. Absadab says, not that one.
Sorry.
Oh, now look what you've done. This is why old people don't get to touch buttons. Look what you've done now.
Where is it?
Look what you've done. Sam, we get to use 5 subs as well tonight. Good point. Meeple surely gets his debut. It will not be long until we see him. If we're 3-0 down, I would honestly, the game's over. We're 3-0 down. I would have Rice, Solchek, and Ogbonna off the pitch or something like that if the game's over. Get Meeple on as well. Langer says, lads, if the video gets 1K likes, you do a giveaway. If it gets,
this video gets 1,000 likes. Yeah.
700 likes. 1,000's not realistic. If it gets 700 likes, we'll do a giveaway during the live stream. Robert says 3-2 win would be great. Definitely, he's definitely seeing goals. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced there's going to be a lot of goals. I think Dewey Dances is part of the bus on pens. I think if you offer Moyes a chance to take it to penalties right now, I think he'd take it. And do you know something? So die, because then it's 50-50. I'll say, yeah, all right, I'll have a bit of that. Happy days. If Noble starts, how is he going to last 120 minutes if we get to penalties? He should be subbed on late if we are still in the game.
Crikey, James, that's twice I've agreed with you tonight, my friend. I absolutely agree. He's right. If he is our best penalty taker, as you said, statistically the second best penalty taker in the history of the universe, Gio. So we should have saved him for later on when inevitably.
In world football in the last 20 years.
Same thing.
Liam says that this is why we should have introduced Meepo against a lesser club. I'm not using the word smaller. I think Moyes doesn't want to play him, but using an excuse not to buy him in striker. I think that's fair. You know, you can't start him tonight because he's had no experience, but you've not given him the experience because he's got no experience. At some point, you've got to shoe him in there.
He's loving his comment again, Liam. If you saw him looking at his comment.
H&O says, can't be happy Noble starting. Why do I feel like this now? Probably because you don't like Noble starting. I don't know. I think you answered your own question there a little bit.
We're not agony aunts.
Kevin says Noble should turn around and say, "Don't play me."
Sounds like a song.
But to be fair, maybe Mark Noble backs himself. Mark Noble's he's done all right. Apart from Chelsea away in the Goodison Park, Noble's not done too bad this season. The problem is we've been playing him against lesser opposition and Fulham. You know, he's looked good in them, but. Stephen says Noble starting because we're getting an early penalty. You heard it there first. To be fair, Stephen, you're the first person I've seen predict us to get into the Man United box early on in the game. Never mind win a penalty as well. Absadab says Ben Rama dropped Noble in 10, Yarmolenko up front, Fornals out left, no pace. This is a Moyes disaster class.
Oh, done. We've not played the game yet. I predicted us to lose. I think we probably will, but let's not assume doom and gloom from the start. Let's at least give ourselves, 60 seconds or something.
We only encourage honest opinions on this channel. That's his honest opinion. That's Absterdam's honest opinion. And if he's wrong, you can come on here and say, see, Absterdam's, you're worrying about nothing. Alan says, are you more or less optimistic after seeing the team? He's less positive.
Well, I was pleased. I'm pleased to see the midfield. I'm pleased to see the defence. They're less positive. I'll probably stick to my prediction, whatever it was.
It's expected. It's an expected team. I'm less optimistic after seeing Man United's team probably than seeing our one. Tim says that Moyes away at Sky 6 team. Good night and God bless. Ian says Mark Noble played very well in this role after lockdown against Man United. Robert Gates says the road to Wembley runs through Old Trafford. 4 wins from immortality. How much do the players want it? Let's find out. He's got his cold beer and he says, come on, you Irons. Toby says Man United are going to smash us. I mean, that's a wild prediction, isn't it? That's a brave call there, Toby, mate. Putting your neck on the line there, predicting Man United to win a game. Johnny says that Bowen and Fornals will be looking to perform after seeing Lingard walk in. It's a fair point, isn't it?
Does he mean walk in or does he mean just walking? Maybe I just saw Lingard walking. Well, that's a nice walk.
I think he means moonwalking in, Jesse Lingard. He doesn't just walk, he struts, doesn't he?
He's got a little bowl about him.
Yeah, so he's good, all right. Harry says, what's Jake's on for subs? Jake, he was on 1,100 earlier. He hit it overnight. It was very good. Thank you to everybody who went over and subscribed. He's delighted, I believe. I believe he's delighted.
He did a little video about at 7, actually.
He's doing one tomorrow at 7.
Oh, okay.
Eddie says, what is this? Why is Noble started? Lanzini's there. Why didn't he want to play Ben Rama? Brent says, slow. We won't cross the half until the 45th minute. Gio Noble starts. He is too slow. Gonzo, you both can't hide your disappointment.
Wasn't trying to hide my disappointment. Ralph in Spain. I said the team was slow. It's the first thing I said.
Where do you think Ralph lives?
I don't know. I think it changes. Wasn't it Ralph in Germany last week? He's doing a lot of travel considering the COVID restrictions.
Alex said Yarmolenko's played a game and half. A striker scored once. People already decided he is trash. He just doesn't understand it. I don't think he's amazing, but barely seen him. Right. Well, to be fair, Alex, I'll answer this one because I really like Yarmolenko. I always defend Yarmolenko in here, I like to think. But I just don't think this is the game for him. It's not the right game. And the game and a half he started as a striker, the game was against Doncaster Rovers. It's not the same as Man United. Yes, he was fantastic against Doncaster Rovers, but he came on against Fulham at the weekend in right wing and fell over. So I know he scored, but again, context is required. It was Doncaster Rovers. It's just not quite the same as Old Trafford. I think if this was Sheffield United, I would be saying that this is a decent enough team. I think Yarmolenko up front would work against Sheffield United. I think he would enjoy the battle with Egan up there. I think we'd have most of the ball, so he'd be okay in there. But tonight, when we don't have the ball, we're going to be pinging it at him, saying run, and he's not quick.
Here's something. Who said we're lucky they've got a slow defence? So I read that it's gone, it's disappeared. Fair point. Fair point. They have not got lightning players up front. It's just a shame. One quick player would have done it for us, to be fair.
Well, to be fair, maybe this is Moyes' plan. Maybe Moyes is keeping Ben Ram and Lanzini thinking, right, we'll keep it tight, and then I'll put the 2 faster players on in the wings or up front, or maybe even me put up front as well, and then we'll go counter-attacking, we'll go long ball, and hopefully they'll be a little bit more tired than they were obviously at the start of the game. Mohammed Mikey says, Yarmo couldn't even put a cross in a voting form box. David Dancer says Yarmolenko needs pace around him to be successful as a striker. I think this is part of the problem. Let's just say Yarmolenko's up front, right? He gets the ball into his feet. He gets it. He's got 2 touches before Maguire's breathing down his net. He takes 1 to control it. The next one needs to be a pass. Bowen's going to be 30 yards on one side. Fornals is going to be 20 yards southwest. Mark Noble's going to be 15 yards backwards, standing next to Van der Beek. he's not going to have much options. He's going to have to really. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Zale says that we're both legends, and David Bowie's amazing.
Yes, he is. No, that's true. That's the truest thing anyone said in the chat, apart from when James was right twice, of course.
Chris said Yarmolenko's body language when he plays concerns him. Doesn't look happy. It'll be interesting to see if he takes the bull by horns, but it does it earlier. To back that away, Chris, we were speaking earlier, me and Gonzo in the Patreon video this morning in the breakfast show. We were talking about how there was an article by Sufal and Solcheck last week, and they were talking about how they come in every single day of the week. Them two come into training, and it sort of inspired others to do it as well. And they picked out 3 players. Jared Bourne comes in to work on his set pieces. Creswell comes in to work on his crossing, and Yarmolenko comes in as well. It doesn't specify what he comes in to work on. He comes in to train with them. So in terms of his body language, I would disregard that completely because he's coming in on his day off, doing extra training and stuff. And I would argue he deserves his opportunity. He deserves his chance. It's just.
But I have seen him picking his nose on the pitch. I saw him pulling his pants out from between his bum, which I think is poor body language, quite frankly. So I'm with Chris on this.
Well, I've seen Jesse Lingard dance, and I consider that poor body language. But he'll still get a game against Sheffield United, won't he? We've got Leo says that Noble penalty, Rice 25-yard screamer, Rashford penalty, 2-1 hammers. I think he needs to get a bet on that because that's quite a.
I say good odds. Good odds.
That's a very precise prediction. Langer Studios is correct. 700 likes for the giveaway. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Drop a like on it. Go over 1,000 people watching. Gons. This is a record for the build-up show.
Welcome. They're all here to see our impending doom.
Yeah, so when people say stop being grumpy, well, it's working, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're sometimes happy.
More grump. Definitely more grump.
Alex says that Man United are going to have a shocker today. Strong feeling. James says that Yarmolenko does nothing up front. 6 defensive players on the bench. We are getting smashed. Well, if you want less defensive players on the bench, James, they're going to have to start because we've got a very small squad. So they've either got to start or be on the bench. So that's all it is. Matt, we'd just love to see Meepo and Yarmolenko up front rather than Noble. I don't think Noble's playing up front, Matt. But I see your point.
You never know.
I'm telling you, he'll be closer to a centre-back than Yarmolenko when they've got possession. He will chase Lindelof for no reason at all. He'll run after Lindelof. He'll pass it to Wamzaka. Martin Noble will retreat 5 yards and he'll give it back to Lindelof. I'm calling it now. That's what will happen within the first 10 minutes of the game. Martin Noble will chase after a centre-back pointlessly. Chris says that he likes the grump. It's keeping it real. He's new. He's liked it and he subscribed. Hello, Chris. We like Chris.
Welcome.
Chris is my favourite poster today. No.
Not from Spain. It's Chris, not Chris from Spain. That's Greg.
Yarmolenko thrives in possession, square peg and a round hole. That's what I was trying to say, Andrew. You've just done it a little shorter than I have.
or a round peg in a square hole.
I like this, but that would fit though if it's.
Well, it depends how big the circumference of the round peg was. I'm sure.
The girth of the cylinder.
I like it better.
We've got. I like this comment. It's funny. Matt says that Moyes is playing for a draw in the come game.
Respect the point. That's what he's saying.
I'll take a draw.
What do you mean your points? Absolutely.
I don't want pens. The last time I watched a penalty shootout was Scotland to get to the Euros, and I don't want to sit through that again. I say sit. I was like squatting on my sofa. I didn't realize till afterwards. I somehow stood on my sofa, sat on my sofa. I was squatting, and then when Marshall made the save, Cutler and Ceramic went fine. What are you laughing at? What have you seen?
You squatting on the sofa? Squatting. I made it sound like you're having a poo on the sofa. Basically, that's why I giggled.
Well, to be fair, I was. I was crapping myself, and I will be tonight if it goes with pens. Jude asked where I'm from.
Ireland.
Scotland, thank you. Lee says he thinks Yarmolenko's suited for United centre-backs with no pace to beat them. We are lacking pace tonight. Dino said Moyes is looking to win the game or waiting for penalty because, look, defender team. Monkey Hustle says a base from Yarmolenko. He's the only one backing Yarmolenko. He's Monkey Hustle's the only one backing Yarmolenko. To be here, so's George. He likes Yarmolenko. He's the best finisher we have. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. That's fair. That's a fair comment. The problem is getting him into a position to shoot. That's the issue. Change as a complete attack against Man United. It's suicide. Brent's asking if we won with Noble in the lineup this season. Yeah, Doncaster. I don't think we have in the league, but he's not started very much, has he?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't say off the top of my head. You'd imagine not really, not even the start of the season. No, it was all about last season, wasn't he? He had that strange position.
Man United Herbert's really excited to see listen, anyone's welcome here, but there was like 101 Man United watch-alongs going on at the minute. I think you're better off with that one.
And if you're going to pop on a West Ham channel and troll, at least do it.
I think he's in the wrong place. But before you go, can you drop a like on the video, mate? Because we're trying to get a giveaway going here. That would be good. Rudy says that's why he watches this build-up. Sky Sports never say girth. That's because all they talk about is Liverpool. Jamie Carragher wants to shove his girth up Liverpool again.
Inadequate, Alan. Sky Sports inadequate. Not enough girth, I think you'll find.
Inadequate girth.
Their punditry, yeah.
Why would Noble not realise you can't do this anymore?
I don't know, Gary. I don't know. Listen, you can't expect Noble to turn around and say, no, you're selecting me. So he gives the team sheet out. There's boys writing everything down on the blackboard, whiteboards, computer screen, probably a tablet, right?
Well,
and then Noble say, oh, actually, Gaffer, no, I'm just past it. No, he gets selected. He's going to play. He might. Do you know what? Noble might play well. How about that?
He wants a new contract though. He's trying to get a new contract for next season. Well, he is, isn't he? He's not retiring yet, I don't think. So if he's trying to get a new contract for next season, just a 1-year deal, the last thing he's going to say is, actually, I'm pretty past it already, but can I still have that 1-year extension?
Yeah, well, why not? Absolutely, we'd all like to do that, yeah.
Him and Yarmolenko are getting all the criticism. I understand why, but they're also the two freshest players in our starting 11. So while some players may be a little bit tired or jaded and stuff, those two should be the ones that are lasting the 90 minutes and stuff. I think Noble will be all right. You know, the problem is expectation of Mark Noble. It's when he plays in that number 10 role, I think it's difficult. I think Moyes puts him in a role. He just can't succeed. He's never going to be a good sort of attacking midfielder. If we keep him deep, so all he has to do is use his girth in that deep position. But if all he has to do is pass to West Ham players, he's probably one of the best in the team. Actually, he'll come out tonight with probably the best pass success completion rate for West Ham tonight. He will be the one that when we're under pressure for 5-10 minutes, he gets the ball, he puts his foot on the ball, gives it to the right back, gets it back, gets the centre back, says, right, everybody just take a breather. We'll have the ball for a few minutes now. He'll be pivotal to this. He'll be central because Fulham, Solskjaer and Rice couldn't keep the ball between them for more than a minute. We just kept launching it. That's why Noble's in there. And yes, I am going to defend Noble. He's my favourite player. You can't see it.
Can't see him. He's not your favourite player that much, mate. He's been removed from the Geo backdrop.
He's not. He's still there. Look. There he is.
Side. That's what Moyes has done. Substituted him on the sidelines.
I forgot Charlie can do all that camera stuff. He's just showing off now. James is saying, how can Ben Rama be tired? I don't think anyone's claiming he is tired.
I claimed he was tired.
Well, he's not tired, is he?
No, but he is. He told me.
Max said that Yarmolenko and most teams slower than his nan, and she's in a grave.
I'm not going to make a joke about that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to suggest. But he is a slow player. He is a slow player.
I hope Max can log into his nan's account and drop a like on the video then. So that'd be handy. Can you give Andrew Cohen a warning to not dish Yarmolenko?
Who's Andrew Cohen?
I don't know what's he said. I want to see what Andrew Cohen said now. I'm intrigued.
Well, hold on. To be fair, Nathan is a lady in a pink top with a gun. Surely, look at the avatar. Surely Nathan can deal with Andrew Cohen.
I've had a 30-second scroll, and I cannot see. I cannot see an Andrew Cohen.
We don't know what he said. Might not even be his real name.
We don't know what.
What about? We don't know what Yarmolenko said about Andrew Cohen. To be fair, might be completely warranted.
Steve says, one thing I'm sure of, Nobes will give 110%. Doobie Dancer says, who's faster, Yarmolenko or Giroud?
Oh, that's a good question. It's going to, I don't know, come back next week when they finish the race and I'll let you know. But I'll tell you what, the reason we've got it's really good to have this very, very slow attack, because by the time Fabianski has managed to throw the ball out, all those slow players will be up the other end of the pitch.
Ralph says, I would just say this, like, what link? What are you on about?
Yeah. Where's Ralph from?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's maybe on his way to somewhere. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get going. Liam said, we need more. Liam, can you
stop looking at your own comments, Liam?
Look, it's too big. I've got to sit up to get over the top of it.
I know. Crikey, I ain't got time. Yarmolenko would have run down the full length of the pitch by the time I've read this.
We need to be more positive. We were in this mood before Doncaster game. We're West Ham. We should be happy to be here. He needs to get a new profile picture. Nobody was negative before the Doncaster game. I thought everybody was quite all right with it.
You don't need to get a new profile picture. What you could do is just reverse it, go onto your phone, reverse it, then you'll be looking the other way. Throw us a curveball. We won't know what you're doing.
Unbiased Mitchell, because Mitchell doesn't support West Ham for context. Mitchell says
he's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Mitchell. I hope things are getting a bit better for you. He says that no ball will give 100%. 10% is like asking your iPhone 6 to play FIFA 21.
I don't even know what iPhone they're on. I don't do the old iPhone. I'm not one of them types.
Do you think Rice thinks sack all this running off tonight?
I don't know.
Yes, it keeps snowing. It's minus something outside at the minute. We've had about 8 inches of snow. It's from here to like down there.
We've got fake snow. Our snow looks like little balls of polystyrene, and it's not settling.
Small girth.
Pardon?
Small girth snow.
Small girth snow. I thought it was some conspiracy theory like flat Earth, small Earth. I did hear, my daughter did tell me that there's some conspiracy theory going around that the government are making fake snow or something, which is quite a hell of an endeavour. You think they'd be busy at the moment, but no, they're making fake snow.
Bonnie Hammer says that Gonzo's faster than Yarmolenko. Can confirm that is not true. I've seen Gonzo jog. Alan saying, if I write a comment that's really long, I wonder if it'll take over the screen. In my comment, a few sentences long, I haven't covered half the screen, therefore the host won't be seen. Well, he's right. You can't see me now. Oh, Charlie's playing around. Charlie's getting funky in the back with all this stuff. Tom says that Yarmolenko's a technically gifted player and that needs another like-minded player close by. Charlie, stop it. I'm trying to read this.
How's he mucking around with a font?
Benman and Lanzini would be a good option to play off Yarmolenko. Lanzini and Yarmolenko perform well together.
Hold on, I can't find my knob. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to keep it tight for the first 70 minutes before we bring on the big guns. Well, the little pistols. Not much girth on the bench. Lots of action, though. Lots of action. Harry says, if this team was played against Doncaster, would we still be this negative? Where things go, well, no, we didn't hide, but we're not playing Doncaster.
No, that's it. If we were playing a dog and duck, yeah.
Revo said he used to live in Dundee.
Me too.
Sorry to hear that, Revo. Condolences. I'm glad you got out of it, though. Well done. Mitchell says things are looking good. He's excited for the game. He's hoping for a West Ham win. Liverpool fan. Doncaster or United. Hopefully there's a power cut and the game is called off. Do you know something? If we got a goal up, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a bloody power cut or something. Anyway, right. So get your score predictions in. Everyone get your score predictions in. The watch along is coming up. We're going to start the watch along very, very soon. The person that is doing the watch along has had a shave and he's been eating his tea in the green room. I think he's finished eating his tea. If you could just give me a wave, you finished eating your tea. Yeah, he's good to go. Right,
he's also wearing no trousers.
Get some old score predictions in the live chat as we rattle off our final thoughts and our score prediction. Gonzo, final thoughts?
It does look like he's wearing no trousers. I know they're not, and they are pink.
They look like pink flares.
They do, but honestly, for a millisecond, he stuck his leg up. Right? I thought, oh my goodness,
he's doing an Arsenal fan watch along.
He certainly is. He just needs a duvet and a suspicious twitch.
Crikey, and any of that action, and that Arsenal defender will be along to record it. Risky joke. I can't remember his name. How do you pronounce it? Is it Salaby? Charlie, how do you pronounce it? Salaby? Something like that? Will that do? You can pronounce it later. He'll be alone to record, Charlie. Gonzo, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Look.
Hang on a minute. Andrew Cohen's getting a lot of grief tonight. Who is Andrew Cohen?
Oh, what about Liam? Is that not Liam that's looking the other way? We like Liam. I don't know who Andrew Cohen is.
But who's Andrew Cohen?
I don't know.
He's getting a lot of stick.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been intermittently. Oh, there he goes at the bottom. My grandmother. Hey, here's Andrew. Let's show Andrew. Oh, we go. Sorry, we both did at the same time. My grandmother is better than Yarmolenko. He is very shit.
Who's that in his profile? It's a Liverpool fan. He's got a Liverpool picture.
Okay. I don't know. I've never seen Grandma Cohen play football. First of all, she may be very, very good. I do like the choice of words. Very shit.
Right. Anyway, final thoughts.
I'm looking forward to it now. I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, everyone's cheered me up a bit, really. Doing this has cheered me up. The miserable posts have made me feel a little bit more optimistic about it, actually. I'm going to change my mind because I feel like it. Otherwise, we might as well just switch off. If we're going to lose 6-0, we might as well not bother. I've got something. Actually, I haven't got something to watch on Amazon Prime. It was rubbish, but we might as well do something else.
Do you know what's funny? Remember at the start, Nick said, if Noble and Yarmolenko start, I'm not watching the game. I've not seen Nick comment since.
Good. No, he means it. It means he meant it. You know what? And that is having a courage of conviction. That is having a moral compass. That is saying anything with Noble and Yarmolenko, I'm done. I'm done with West Ham for tonight. He's switched off all his devices. He's picked up a book. He's laid the candles around the bath. He's got some sort of plastic covering over the book so it doesn't get wet. He's not dealing with West Ham this evening. And that, I like that. Stubborn. Good.
Clayton said a lot of immature comments on here tonight. You're correct, Clayton. We don't mind it. Lucas says 3-1 West Ham, and Chris says 1-0 to the Hammers. I'm going to go with Chris. I am a very stubborn person. In the preview, I said 1-0 West Ham. Listen, on paper, we should be getting beat tonight. We should be getting beat comfortably tonight. You know, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. What a front three that is. Van Beek was, ridiculously good for Ajax before Man United took him. The back four, it's three of the first team back four as well. I think they've got the better goalkeeper in goal tonight anyway, Henderson, although De Gea's not there. I think they've actually improved the goalkeeper. So I think it's a very, very strong Man United team. They should be winning this. They're expected to win this. Moyes' mentality against the Sky Sports top six worries me a little bit. 2 points from 21 in the league so far, but this is not a league game. I want to see a different approach from Moyes tonight, a different mentality out there. If we go a goal down, I want to see, and there's a good chance we'll go down. I want to see an immediate response from him. I want to see something gets changed like that. We've got 5 substitutions tonight. Use them if we need to. Obviously we're 1-0 up. I don't understand if you didn't do something. We're 2-3-0 down. Let's change something. Let's experiment a little bit, because the FA Cup's been and gone then, but we've got the league coming up. We've still got a lot to play for. The one thing tonight which gives me a little bit of a safety net is, in previous seasons, when the FA Cup, when we're out the cup, I normally think, oh, well, that's it. The season's done now. I know even if we're in a relegation battle, part of me still thinks the season's done now. There's no glory. There's nothing to look forward to. Hope is gone. Dreams are gone. Tonight, if we go out the cup, there is still a bit of hope and there's still a bit of a dream there to pick up and run with, actually. It's been a long time since we've had that in reserve, if you want. I want both. I want to go through tonight, and I hope we do, because the FA Cup's my number one thing. But there is a consolation prize there, which is focusing on the league. And I've got that at the back of my head just to sort of lower the disappointment if we get beat. Gonzo, what did you say? What was your score prediction?
2-0 to Manchester United.
Brilliant. All right, I'm gonna stick with 1-0 West Ham United. And anyway, don't go anywhere. We're coming up with a watch along in just a minute. Charlie's here with the duration of the game. I'll be joining him at half time for a little chat about what's going on. And myself and Gonzo will be back immediately after full time for the review. We'll catch you in a bit. Coming up, it's Mr. Walsh.
Mr. Walsh, who, let's be clear, does have trousers on, Gonzo. Don't go away just a second. I want to talk to you, right? Hang on a sec. Let's just get to the watch on. I got trousers on, bruv. I do. Well, look, I know you're saying. Look. They are pink, but they are there.
All right. All I can say is, Charlie, when you are backstage, let's say, the resolution's a little bit grainy.
Okay.
And you were playing your piano behind you. A not a dissimilar concerto, if I recall, and not an unfamiliar one. And what is that thing on top of the piano? When are you going to open that? Yes, when are you going to open it? It's been there for ages.
It's been there for like 2.5 weeks.
Well, I'd like it opened, please. What is it?
Hey, I do have a duvet as well, which is conservative. But...
You do. I thought you were playing piano naked, quite frankly. Well, half clothed, top half clothed.
It's my Apex Legends pop figure. It's
what
Lifeline from Apex Legends.
What's it do?
Well, she heals people. She's a healing character. She has a robot which helps heal as well. Okay. And she says stuff like big tings and that.
Does she have trousers?
Yeah.
Good.
I'd check, but yeah.
What you got planned for today for the old watch along, Charlie, my friend?
We're gonna do a bit of sub bingo in a minute. We're gonna get some chats. Obviously, see where people are from. This is one of the things I love doing. In live chats when we're doing the watch alongs, is ask where people are watching from, because you get your people who are in London and your Essex and places like that, and then out of nowhere you get like Taiwan, and it's very exciting. So we're gonna do that, and of course we're gonna thank the sponsors of the watch along, Stuart Morris Accountants. There you go, right there. Bringing it to you live and proud, of course. Bringing you in collaboration. Hopefully, we get a bit further in the FA Cup because then they can do some more. They get some more shout outs and money, but whatever. But I mean, let's hope that happens, Gonzo. If your prediction comes true, then maybe it won't. But
no, I wanted to change my prediction and then I didn't. But I can confer that Stuart Morris Accountants are the best accountants for all your accountancy needs.
Shout out. They're from Ilford. West Ham fan hooked us up with them.
100%.
They're just doing bits, personal accounting, corporate accounting. You want it, it's there. And I'll tell you what I will do, Gonzo. Are you ready for this? This is something I like to do, and I'm dyslexic, and it's a bad idea. But I'm going to say hello to the people in the chat. So,
do it.
Hello to Peach, Adri, Alan, Alex, Arnie, Andrew, Andy, Anil, Arthur, Ben, Brahim, Chris, Bates, Chris Carson, Christopher Ward, Clayton, Common UIs, Danny Gray, David Yems, Duncan Wordley, Duvet Dancer, Eric, Fields, Andy Manfo, Sheezy, Fred Johnston, George Mendoza, H&O Productions, Harry Boss, Hughes, Jake Collins, James Feather, James Gunn, Joel McGuinness, Johnny, oh my God, the names keep moving, Johnny Lee Void, Jude, KSI Bald 82, KSI Bald 82, Lager Studios, Lewis, Louis, Mark Waters, Migsy, Mike Evans, Mr. Sean, Mr. Pete Hammer, Nathan Charles, Pete Dancer, Raheem, Richard, Robert, Roger, Sally, Sabri, Scotland nil, England 9, summer 2021, Sean, Stefan Barnes, Steven, Steve Helson, Steve Chaotic, Stevie C, Susanna Dyson, Tim Bingo, Tom Meekins, VAR Golf, Wally World, Willie Plays, Woody, 0238080, Alan.
Which is actually my phone number. I don't know why he puts that at the end of his name.
It's just so people can ring you up, ask you
so
how it's going.
So what's the shaving? What are you thinking? What's going on with the beard?
So the live chat, right? They were saying if we get a clean sheet, you need to shave. If we get a clean sheet, you need to save. Now we didn't get a clean sheet, and I was like, fine. If it happens, it happens, but it won't. Then for some reason, in my giddy excitement during the Aston Villa game, I just agreed to do it anyway if we won, and I don't know why. You know what the Aston Villa game? You came on the watch along in the Aston Villa game. It was a wild time. We were all going crazy.
But you didn't use a razor.
No, I've got beard
trimmer.
trimmers in it. Yeah, because I don't.
Do you use it on any other areas?
This takes long enough. I ain't got time to grooming. How dare you suggest I take care of myself?
I don't know. Look, mate, it wasn't me that was playing piano with no trousers on. I'm just wondering.
Well, I do wish to stress, I did have trousers on and I was not playing piano. He's a liar. He's a liar and a fraud and a charlatan. Has
anybody in the chat, in this thing you do during a match, what do you call it?
The watch along.
The watch along. Has anybody ever? What did you do?
Just put the rightful order in place. Sorry, carry on.
feel violated now. As anybody in the watch along video thing, ever demanded that you play a tune on the piano?
Yes.
Oh.
You've
never obliged?
No.
Do you know any tunes on the piano, or is it just one of those Christmas presents that you got and you never learned to play the piano?
No, it's my girlfriend's. She's the pianist. I am merely a peon. I can play it, not very well. But if I was to play it on a live stream, I'd have to take my headphones off. I'd have to move it across. I'd have to plug it in, and you wouldn't be able to hear it because it's very quiet. So I'd have to. It's just a lot of effort. That's my excuse.
I've been called a pianist a few times.
Yeah, we all have, haven't we? We all have. There's videos. Look, there's proof of it on my Twitter account. I've put me playing piano on Twitter, but not on the watch along. Not on the watch along. It's just not the. It's not the right time. It's about serious business and also talking about food most of the time, you know.
Tim Bingo said that when I lowered my chair earlier, I looked like Phil Collins. Why would I look more or less like Phil Collins, dependent on the height of my chair?
You know, is he a small man?
Do you want? Yeah, I think so. But
I honestly can't remember. I don't think I've seen Phil Collins. I guess he's behind drums, so maybe you'd only see.
Well, I'd say, yeah, he was. And then what happened was Peter Gabriel left Genesis, and then they couldn't have a singer, and they had to do loads of auditions for singers, and they said, you know what, might as well just let Phil do it. True story.
I mean, I'm just going to say this, right? Peter Gabriel's clearly more talented.
Oh, lovely. Looking back on Salisbury Hill, I can see the city lights. Do you want to see something?
Go on.
You'll like this. What's here? What is it?
Well, here we go. Is it a green screen? Yes. There we go. There we go. That's very exciting. How did you get that?
Does it work on the thing? Can you do it on this thing?
Yeah, I probably can. Let's have a look. Well, you can. I don't think I can do it for you. You can. Go on, give it a shot. Right, what you need to do? You see at the bottom? See at the bottom where it says Cam and Mike. Click on that. There's a green screen bit.
I haven't got the. Is this a kitchen?
There we go.
Hey, from the lounge, from the lounge, someone's lounge. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hang on.
I'm in someone's lounge.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing I'm going to do, right? And this definitely isn't specifically for West Ham clubs. This is what I'm going to do. Could you take green screen off a second?
You see, Charlie, you said you think your piano, right? Right, you think you got the piano. I'm telling you all about the old sofa's just making me hold on. Just always wipe me, things on the sofa there.
Can you do me a favour? What I want you to do is turn the green screen setting down, and then
how to do that?
Just turn the the little knob, drag it back down to the bottom.
What little knob? What are you saying? How do you know? Who told you?
Listen, I know stuff. Look, go to green screen, right, and then in there, drag it down, so it's back to just the green screen, right? And now, what I want you to do is, I want you to just act like something horrendous is happening behind you.
Oh, what's going on?
No, I'm just giving people ammunition. There we go. Anyway, so that was that. Thanks, Bond. Oh, he's gone, and now he is a living. Oh, yes.
Hold on, what? Oh, who's that geezer? Who is that? Who are you? Who are you?
That may be my settings you found there.
Who is he?
You may have found the picture of Adam Frankel that I uploaded for reasons.
Yeah.
There's options. I'm saying there's options.
Except, look, my eyes are green screened out. Look, you see?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Oh, it's only that. Right, I've got to go. I'm not even watching the game down in here. We were all watching the game together as a family in the lounge. Nice. In the lounge. My wife has cleaned the sofas and well, she done a lot more to clean the sofas. She's cleaned the whole house actually today.
Well,
I couldn't because I was fitting a green screen.
Keep telling yourself that. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. I don't know how to move. I don't know how to stop the green screen. None.
There we go.
I'm done. Lovely. Charlie?
Yeah.
Good luck on your watch-a-thon? Watch-a-thon? Yeah, good luck on the watch-a... Oh, no. What's he doing here?
Get me out of here, Charlie. I'm trying to work this green screen thing because I got a picture for Gonzo.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I've got to go really quick. I hope it's something saucy. And hold on, let me put it back on. Green screen. I think you've got to add something, haven't you?
Charlie, where'd I put it?
You upload it straight into the green screen bit.
Where'd I go for that? Oh, I see it.
Green screen, and then you hit the plus button.
All right, Charlie.
Welcome to the watch along. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff, and we are currently playing with a green screen. Oh, we found Sufal. He's rocked up.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, well, I haven't got many seconds, to be fair. You don't know that behind me. How do I do it? Behind me.
This is very exciting.
What's he got?
Subscribe if you're new around here, of course. Drop a like on the video. Patreon.com/HammersChat. These are all things you can do to support this.
What's he doing? What's Gio doing? I've got something to do, Gio. Where's his picture?
I've done it, Charlie. How to get onto Gonzo's one?
You have to get Gonzo to click it.
Gonzo,
where do I click it? I can't see it. Hold on. Let me click out. Let me click out of this. Right. Camera, mic.
Welcome clips, by the way.
Green screen. That's all I've got. Sufal, a brick wall, some geezer, random geezer.
Yes, Adam Frankel. He's a monster.
Who is Adam Frankel? Was he a wrestler?
No, he beat me in a flipping contest. Don't worry about it. It's a long story.
At a wrestling contest? Did you have trousers on for that?
A West Ham trivia quiz, unfortunately.
Ah, right. Anyway, listen, I've got to go.
What about the other picture?
I couldn't find it. It's not there. I've already done it, whatever it was, but I can't see it. All I've got is Sufal.
It's next to Frankel. It's next to the other guy.
No, mine it's not.
I can't see it either, to be fair.
No, I can delete Sufal. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I am sorry. I'm sorry, people. I'm very sorry. Listen, I've got to go. I've got
all right.
Well,
enjoy watching the match, Gonzo.
I will. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm off as well, Charlie. Have fun.
Thank you. See you later.
Hey, 700 likes. We're not that far away. It's on 500 and something likes. Another couple of hundred, and we're giving something away, and I don't know what. You're going to have to pick something.
Oh, is that happening? Okay, right. Well,
yeah. Goodbye.
I'll open up Think. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a live stream. Welcome to a live stream that's happening. Apparently, if we hit 700 likes, if we hit 700 likes, then we'll have a big old giveaway. So that'll be exciting, won't it? So make sure to keep liking the video, subscribe if you're new around here, drop that like button, all that good stuff. But until then, how are we all feeling? 3 Hammers. Hello, Luke. I think it's probably Luke. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Now, Mr. Pete Hammer is correct. We've got one piece of business to do. We got one piece of business to do between now and the start of kickoff, which is in 2.5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is sub bingo. It is, of course, where you say, what minute do you think David Moyes will actually make a substitution? What minute? Who's the closest? Let's see. I'm going classic. I'm going 69. If you want to know the subs, just in case you're vibing it, here are the subs. No, that's the Man United team. Ignore that. Here are the subs. If you're vibing it, I'm just trying to see what color works best. I think black probably works best. Let's do that. When do you think David Moyes? That's yellow because I've clicked that wrong. When do you think David Moyes will make the first substitution? Let me know. I'm saying 69, and I'm saying Ben Rama on for it'll be Lanzini for Noble. That's my bet. Anthony, good to see you, sir. Nice to see you. Anthony, of course, was the guest on Two Spanners One Hammer, the Hammers Chat Patreon exclusive podcast made just for you. You can see it by going to patreon.com/Hammers Chat. He was an excellent guest, was Anthony. Anthony, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Right, so let's see. Just before I start, King Regal interview. He was an incredibly nice man. Sort of low-key dream made. I'm very happy about it. I got to meet William Regal. I got to talk to him about lizards. It was great. It was excellent, but we'll move on. Right, so let's talk about it. We have 76-72. West Ham win on Pens. Shout out. 60th minute, 65, 63, 46. Early from Foshizi. I respect it. 75, 68, 73rd. Benny on for Noble. See, I think Noble's probably likely one to come off. 72, 45 half time from Ben Davis. 59, 67, 76, sorry, even 83rd minute, because we will be winning. Love that confidence from Anthony. Love that. 80 minutes. Did William Regal put you in the Regal stretch, and how did it feel? He did, but mentally with love and affection, and it felt warm and gooey. 68th minute, Diop up front. Bold, Luke. Bold. I'm new. I'd like to subscribe. This is the only way I can get to scores. I'm working at hospital. I've got 30 minutes to the end of my break. Thank you. Well, first of all, good work, Chris. Shout out to doing hospital stuff and that. You're a much better man than I. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll keep you updated as I can. Well, I will. I'll just be watching it and tell you what happens. First sub, Lanzini for 4 hours, 55. Come on, you Irons. 61st. Come on, lads. 700 likes. We'll see how we are getting on soon. 60th minute says Chuck. Paul Harrington, just warming up by watching Di Canio's goal against at Old Trafford again. Hilarious how Man United expected to see the flag go up. Obviously, the brown envelope wasn't quite a fan of that day. Hope it isn't tonight. We can live in hope, Paul. We can live in hope. Who else we got? I'm afraid 3-0. A 3-0 attack not exists. Shout out Boiled Egg. I'm not sure what you mean, bro, but I appreciate it nevertheless. Halftime says Chris. 67 says Sideshow Bob. 23rd Min's injury says Andy Smith. You know, that's very fair. 4, 5, 6 people. We are likes. We are less than 300 likes away. If we get to 700, there will be a giveaway on this stream. On this very stream. Being with a chance, of course, like the video. 74th minute, 45 minutes. Oggy says Chris. Halftime. What we're saying, 32nd minutes, Wolves will be on Valium and be wacky about it. Adam, I think you're wild. Isn't in the subs. Is he not? I thought I read he was, but I'll have a double check with that in a second. Thank you, Oscar, for the update. 73, Benny to come on for Novas and scores the winner. I'm seeing a lot of sort of earlier ones. 74, halftime, 74, that's the 74. There's a lot of earlier ones. Glenn Kitely's here. Come on. We have kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing the West Ham United. It's Manchester United. It's West Ham United. Oh, we haven't kicked off. I thought we had. Do we kick off at 45? Kick off at 30. The stream's still doing it. Are we late? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. No, we have kicked off. It's fine. We have kicked off. I thought it had kicked off, and then it went back to them walking down the tunnel. I was very confused. It's Manchester United versus West Ham United. It's the FA Cup 5th round. It's a big, big opportunity. It's a huge opportunity. We'll see what happens. It's snowing at Old Trafford. David Moyes back at his old stomping ground. We'll see how it goes. Thank you all for joining me. Subscribe if you're new around here, of course. Like the video. If you're watching on Facebook or on Periscope, hello. Good to see you. Leave your comments in the chat. We'll get involved as well. But at the same time, hey, come over to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like the video. Like we said, if we hit 700, we'll be doing a giveaway on this very stream. Will it happen? I don't know. We will see. We will see whether it will happen. But 700 is a tall task, but we have got there before. We've got there a couple of times before. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. No short set pieces tonight, please. Luke, I think you're going to be depressed. I cannot lie to you, my friend. I cannot lie to you. Yeah, for some weird reason, my stream jumped about. I think it's because I was clicking on it in a weird way. So it just went a bit wild. I'm at 1 minute. I'm at 1 minute 30 right now, just to give you some context of where I'm at. I'm going to try refreshing it because I might be able to get a bit closer, a bit more live. Let's see. Where are we at now? No. Okay, I'm at 1 minute 42. I'm watching on the BBC website. If you really want to watch the game tonight, it's live on the BBC One. It's live on the BBC Sport website. It's also, if you can't contact those things, you don't have a VPN, maybe if you're in the States or whatever, in the description down below, there's a thing called Discord. Click on that. And there's options in there, stream links, 5 of them for you. Get involved. Come and have a look. So I'm a little bit behind. Not completely, but a little bit. Hope you're all well. That was a very stressed beginning of the show there. Lots of stuff happening. You know, I thought I was going to be late because I was eating food. You know, you can see here I had my amazing dinner, which was 2 vegan burgers and a waffle. And there was no bread around the burgers or buns or anything. It just was. I was sitting here eating, and then they went on for an extra 15 minutes, and then they started green screens. I don't know. I wish I could help you. Do you see Moyes winning tonight? Look, I think there's an opportunity. Manchester United have put out a stronger squad, much stronger than was anticipated, I think, from what I have heard from Manchester United people. But I definitely think there's an opportunity here. I don't know how committed to this Man United are going to be. They're obviously, as much as I think it's too early for them in a title race scenario, and as much as I think it's just not going to happen for them, and Manchester City are beginning to run away with it, if they're within any shout, they need to keep up appearances in the league. They need to keep winning in the Premier League. They need to be stepping on it, right? They're probably going to be thinking about that. And then on top of that, in a week's time, so they got the game against, I think it's West Brom next. And then after that, they have the game against, is it Sociedad they've got in the Europa League? That's in a week's time. So they've got fingers in pies, eyes wandering. And I'm not certain whether or not they're going to be super dedicated for this game. I don't know if they're going to, not that they throw it by any stretch of imagination, but I don't know how comfortable, I don't know if they go down, how much they're going to be like, do you know what? It's not too deep. So we'll see. We'll see, but I feel like we have more to gain from this game than they do. Now, the formation, I don't really know. I'm not a super fan of the formation. I feel like I just don't think it's the one for us. I think the 4-3-3 with those three in the middle and the specific three up front, it feels like there's some holes there that we just don't have, filled. If you're thinking about it, like Football Manager, you have the red squares and whatnot, because the three in midfield with Souček, Rice, and Noble, it's a certain style of midfield that I don't know is right for this. I think we're looking to absorb and hit on the counter attack, but then we have on the counter attack no pace. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like personally there's an opportunity. Do I think it will happen? No, unfortunately not. I didn't give my score prediction. On Two Spanners, One Hammer, I said 2-1 to West Ham because I was feeling way too optimistic. But at this point, I feel like I'm saying 3-1 to Manchester United. However, it would not surprise me if we got something from this. It genuinely wouldn't. No, what Cam is like prime Zidane. I don't understand your fears. He's a wonderful man, and this is nothing on Mark Noble whatsoever. Actually, and to be honest with you, it's not the inclusion of Mark Noble that I'm massively concerned about, although it is. It's more just the changing of the formation and everything else around it. It just doesn't feel quite there for me. It just doesn't feel quite there for me. Two counter-attacking teams. I can only expect the worst possible game. I mean, that's the fear, man, is whenever we come up against counter-attacking sides, it's pretty dire. It is pretty dire. LFC Gamer, that's it. I've had enough. I've been a West Ham fan since 2008, and I've never seen a Tin Pot club with less trophies than the Teletubbies, I'm joking, Liverpool, where they know how to win trophies. They might know how to win trophies, but apparently they don't know grammar. Please come back with more of it. Commas, full stops, all your friends. All your friends. Also, if you're going to try and pretend to be a West Ham fan for at least 5 seconds, then fam, don't call yourself LFC Gamer. But good to see you. Subscribe and like while you're here, please. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, hello, Ed. It's a problem. I don't like it. It just scares me. It just scares me. I don't like it. I had a stream earlier today, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I had one earlier today that wasn't a football thing, because then I could just get used to seeing myself without it, because I don't enough, you know. I don't enough, unfortunately. So now I'm a bit calmer about it, but I don't like it. It's also not consistent. I also cut myself many times. Cut myself there. I and here. And it's a problem. It's a problem. I feel like I've been in a war. LFC not even in caps. Have some respect. I agree. It's just disrespectful to the club you support. Just trim it off. Don't shave. This is the thing. I would have, but I did like I did last time. But because of the chat, I said I would shave. I had to make it apparent, so I went for it. But usually I would just trim. Trust me. Martial not happy about having been told to get up. Mark Noble trying to carry him up, and he was like, "No, I won't get up. My name is Anthony Martial." Do you like my impression? It was good, isn't it? He's very French. Very French. Some of my year 5 pupils have better grammar. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm just saying, like, any commas would have been nice. instead of just one big, like, if we just go back to it just for a second. That's it. I have had enough. I have been a West Ham fan since 2008. I have never seen a Tin Pot club with less trophies than the Teletubbies. I'm joking. Liverpool, where they know how to win trophies. It's not even just grammar. It just doesn't make any sense. Did the Teletubbies have trophies? I'm joking. Liverpool, where they know how to win trophies. You don't even say anything. You just start talking about the city of Liverpool. You don't even go, I support Liverpool. You just go, I'm joking. Liverpool. Whatever, man. Hope you will. Remember, if we hit 700 likes in this stream, giveaway will happen. Green screen beard. Where is it? Hang on. Green screen beard. I wish I could just look like Adam Frankel, but I don't have a green screen beard, unfortunately. It's a shame. I need to look into it. Oh, thank you, Fo. Thank you. I appreciate it. I disagree, but I appreciate it. And I'll always listen to Ed. Ed is a learned man. You slept recently? Not much. Not much. I've got a lot going on. Got a lot going on at the moment. I can't lie to you. It's not a lot of sleeping going on. Just like there is in this match. I mean, Man United has certainly been slightly further forward than us, but it's not hugely one-sided or the other yet, but Man United have definitely been the better side. I just think it's one of those cases of trying to feel out the game. I'm interested how we end up figuring out with this sort of what is essentially going to be a 4-1-4-1 kind of thing. With Yarmolenko being the one. I don't know. I don't have much faith in it. I can't lie to you. I am on minute. Who said it? There you go. Willie plays. I am on minute 9 minutes, 52, 53, 54, 55. 56, 57, 58, 59, 10 minutes. Same time. Can you show the game? Says Joshua. No, I can't, Josh, unfortunately. YouTube will come and they will kill me. Big Susan, who runs YouTube, will parachute through my window and SWAT team and slap me about. So I can't. It's on BBC One now. It's also live on the BBC Sport website. And if you can't get onto that because you're in a foreign country, VPNs are on our side. Also, Discord, link below. There's links in there in the stream links section for you to watch the game. Peach. Come on, Peach. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Just like the ocean under the moon, it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can feel so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real. Let's forget about it. Something like that. I can't remember it exactly. I know it more from Neil Cicierega than I do Carlos, but there we go. Ogbonna's gone down there. Martial get put through behind Greg Dawson. He hits it early. It's good. Oh no. No. So Martial got slipped through. Craig Dawson can't get to him. And then as Martial shoots, it's completely fair. There's nothing malice in it whatsoever. But as his foot shoots, he comes back down onto the ankle of Ogbonna like that with his studs. And it just looks horrendous. I do not like it. Big nose. No, put the X's up. There's been an injury. Did not look nice. I wonder who would come on in his place. We have enough defenders on the bench as far as I remember. I remember. I think we've got Alves on there. I think Diop's on there and Balbuena. So that's a point. Someone mentioned the bench to me. So let's have a little look at the bench. Let's just have a look. So who have we got? Balbuena, Diop, and Alves are all on the bench. And Odebeku is on the bench, according to the West Ham thing anyway. Someone said he wasn't. I mean, I guess Balbuena is the first option there. Everyone else would be seen as some form of a risk. Let's pull up the match center. I just want to have a look at what's going on a moment. Let's take a brief. take a brief opportunity to have a look at that. Jesse Lingard scored the winning goal in the 2006 FA Cup final. Shout out to Jesse Lingard. So, if I screen share, get rid of that. Here we go. So we have, I'll tell you what, let's do it a better way than that. Let's do it so it looks a bit better than that. Come on, Charlie. Be professional. Be professional. Be professional. That looks a little bit better. I wanted to see possession. Yeah, we've been significantly out of possession here. They've had one shot. Like I say, nothing too bad as of yet, but obviously very early on in the game. We have Balbuena, Diop, and Alves on the bench, all centre backs who could come on. I doubt seeing any of them. Or I doubt seeing Diop or Alves. I think it'll probably be Balbuena. But let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a gander. I love Balbuena, but he was badly exposed against Man United in the league at our place as Andrew. Good to see you, Andrew, for a start. It's not good. It's very not good for us. Balbuena sounds like the title of a constant answer. You're very true. Give me a heart, make it real, or let's Balbuena. No, it wasn't there. I thought there was something there that wasn't. I'm just going to end it there and admit defeat, but it's true. Diop is coming on as West Ham break forward. Bowen's on the ball, cuts in from the right-hand side. I am Bowen. Over the far post, Cresswell. Yarmolenko can't take a shot. An opportunity, but it felt stretched, and Man United can counter from here. Mason Greenwood's on the ball. Getting forward, we're still down to 10 currently. Diop apparently is still getting ready. This is bad for us. Thomas Souček's just stepped into that role while we wait. What a man. What an absolute being. Concerning. Short. Greenwood hits it. Blocked by Aaron Cresswell. Declan Rice decides he can just take it past, I think it was Fred, and does. Concerningly for Fred. It's good to see. I mean, shout out to Souček just stepping into that role. I don't want him to stay there, obviously, but Dawson just intercepts the ball and then boots it out as if to say, can we please have a sub now? Can we please have a sub now? It was a good opportunity from Greenwood a second ago. Cresswell ends up getting the block. And on comes Issa Diop. I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that Diop's the one who's stepping up in it. I would have suspected it would have been Bowen. Not Bowen, sorry. I would have suspected it would be Balbuena, but it's because he Boot Hammer. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? You're right. Richard Hart, what is the difference between West Ham and a cup of tea? The tea stays in the cup longer. I mean, it doesn't if I'm around. Gone instantaneously. It's an all right attempt, to be fair. It's an all right attempt. Is Diop good enough? What do you think in the chat, people? Is Diop good enough? Is Diop good enough? Let me know. Benjamin. It is live on BBC. It's on BBC iPlayer. It's on the BBC Sport website. It's on BBC One. If not, the Discord and the link below. Top link. Click on that. Join there. In there, there's a thing called Stream Links. If you click on that, what you're looking for, my friend. What you're looking for is there. What do you think, people? Is Diop good enough? I'm surprised. I want to see Diop more. I think Diop should be playing more, but I'm surprised given recent form that it wasn't Balbuena. I would have thought that was what we'd go for. What do you lot think? You lot are much, much smarter than I. Diop can play left-sided centre-back. That's a fair point. He did play left-sided centre-back when he first joined us. That's actually a good point. Didn't even think about that. Come on, Diop, now's the chance to play so you keep a fit Ogbonna out of the team. I mean, that's what he's got hope to do. The fact he's having to keep Ogbonna out and not flipping the Gray Dawson is another story. But if he can step up and put in a performance here, that will do him the wonders for the season, especially if Ogbonna's out for a while. Diop, I've got faith if he's in form. What else are we saying? Need to build his confidence and only get that by playing. I agree, Andy. I actually 100% agree with that. I think it's a good point. That's the point, isn't it? You've just got to give them a chance, you know. I play Pez. He's rated 89 rated. Don't trust that though. Listen, Moose on Mars. You play the correct football game, and therefore I trust everything you say because you play Pez. Correct. And also, he's a beast on Pez. You get a couple of years down the line in a Master League. Oof. Oof. You're going to lose, says Joey World Tour, because he's a Man United fan. Look, Joey, how do you feel about the game? How do you feel about the way Man United have set up? How do you feel about the way West Ham are setting up? What is your score prediction? Let me know, friend. Let me know. Anyone got a link? Discord below. Links in there for you in a bit called Streamlinks. There's 5 different choices for you. Click there. Also, BBC, it's on BBC One, it's on BBC iPlayer, it's on the BBC Sport website. Vietnam love Moo. I assume you mean Man United. And if so, fair play, Fong. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you're here from the Man United, of course, welcome. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to have a review of the game. We have Man United fans on before the game as well. Come get involved. Get involved and like the video. Like I said, if we hit 700 likes, there will be a giveaway. During this very video, we will do a giveaway. If we can hit 700 likes on this video, Matic from Rangers fine. Hit that like button. I don't mind what team you support at all. At all. Fans of any team are welcome. Get involved. If you're a Man United fan, how are you feeling about the game? How do you feel about how Man United have set up? Are you surprised you've put out a strong team? Is there one or two things, you know? Let me know how you feel. But like the video. Come on, get involved. You're all welcome. Everyone is welcome. Indonesia waits to see this game. I'll tell you what, let's do that while we're here as well. Got to choose. Get involved with Peach. Get involved with Peach, CP. Right. Hello. Now, there's 242 of you currently in here. Let me know where you're watching the game from. Let me know where you're watching the game from. I'm watching it from a snowy North London. Where are you? I'm seeing some Indonesian people. I'm seeing some other people. Let me know where you are. I'd love to see. As Man United, they've had 76% possession so far, according to the graphic that BBC have just put up, and they are completely in control of this game. We're struggling to create anything. Ironically, probably our best chance came when we had 10 men, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, so where are we from? Where are we from? Toto, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit that like button and get involved in the chat. You know what I mean? We're all welcome. So, Indonesia, Ireland. Good work happening up. You know, look, he deserves it, bro. Young Jake's better than most people on flipping YouTube, if we're being honest about it. He blows me out of the water. He deserves more subs. He deserves more subs. I'm really glad he's got him, to be honest. South London, Dagenham as always, Bristol. Oh, where is it? Call me Jacob, says Bro Gamer TV. Cool, Jacob, good to see you. Ireland, the French Alps, New Orleans. How's New Orleans treating you, Wally? Good to see you. East London, North London, Haringey, says Mr. Pete Hammer. Hornsey, sorry, I don't know why I read Haringey. My brain just auto-corrected there. Hornsey, fair, Mr. Pete. Illinois, Vietnam. What's next to be shaved if a clean sheet win? I don't think about it. I don't think about it. Cold, man. It's very cold. Ukraine, Ireland, Manchester, New Hampshire. Of course, over in America. Sunny Chadwell Heath, as usual, says Duvet Dancer. Sub to Hammers. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Adelaide, Chesterfield, still in Ilford. Ireland, Blackheath. Shout out to South London. Leighton Buzzard. What a name for a place, just in general. It always gets exciting. Always gets excited. Toronto, says Peach. Yes. Remember, there's still 700 likes giveaway on the table. Washington State of the USA. I see it now on the TV. Yeah, it's on BBC One. It's on BBC One. Yo, I'm in Hornsey too, you know, says Adam. Fair. He is. That's true. My mate's a Chelsea fan, but he's backing us. You love to see it, Moose. You love to see it. Anything to be against people. I'm 9 watching in Ireland. How's Ireland treating you? How's Ireland? Trondheim, Norway, -7 and snow. Watching a great stream from First Row Sports. Bro, -7. Wild. Do you know Vietnam? I'm aware of Vietnam. I've read an atlas or two. I'm aware. I have friends. I've had friends from Vietnam over the course of my life. Whereabouts in Vietnam are you from? Let's have a gander. Bournemouth. I'm in COVID bed watching it. Well, I hope you're all right, Pete. I don't. If you're saying you have it, and I wish you all the best, of course, and hope you a speedy recovery. I hope you're all right. Give me some nails. There you go. Give me a like. Thank you, sir. I'm in someone's garden watching through the window. Migsy, I hope it's not mine. Although I do have the door shut, so you wouldn't be able to see, to be fair. But always a possibility. Vietnam flashback. You weren't there, man. You weren't there, man. You weren't there. I did history. I'm just saying, Today's game is about red wolves and blue lambs. Okay. Okay. As the vine goes. Fair enough. Listen. You hope. Look, I don't want anyone to lose, but I hope West Ham win. Realistically, like I said, I'm not sure how much. Here's a question for the Man United fans in the chat. Good hit. Martial blocked away. It's bounced out. Here's what I would ask the Man United fans in the chat. What were you prioritizing in the structure of the league, the Europa League, and the FA Cup? Rank them the most important to the least important. League, FA Cup, Europa League. If you're a Man United fan in the chat, let me know how you feel about that, because I'm interested. Because for me, the FA Cup, if I was a Man United fan, seems the least important. But I wonder how you feel. Shout out to Pro Gamer TV. Shout out Jacob. Hello. I don't know what it was. My brain slowly struck and just struggled there for a second. How is Yarmo? I guess no service really. The bonus sub does not help. Yeah, basically. To say Man United are completely in control in this game would be an understatement. They are just completely and utterly dominating at this point. Making sure. I mean, they're just keeping it at bay. It's a case of like, we have to sort of defend for our lives, but the problem is we don't really have the setup to counter attack like we usually would. If we had Antonio and it was a normal lineup, then I'd be a bit more confident. If we were playing 3 at the back and had that, I would be a lot more confident. Oh my lord! Did Fabianski save that? There was a header from Lindelof there, which looked like it was sneaking in, and I can't tell if Fabianski got a hand to it. All I know is that it's not in, and thank Christ. Manchester United still in the attack here. Mason Greenwood's out on the right-hand side near the corner flag. Looking for support. Matic just wasn't giving him. He turns, dinks it across, headed away, and then volleyed away by Bowen. When we get the ball, part of the problem here is when we're sitting deep, we are so deep. Bowen and Fornals are we're essentially playing a 4-5-1. It is a 4-1-4-1, but they are very, very deep, the wide players. And so when we try to counterattack, we sort of boot it out. Hey, Fabianski did get a save. Jesus Christ, what a save. We are looking for Yarmolenko and Yarmolenko only. That's all we've got. And it's a problem because we can't do much with it, just at all. We're just really struggling when that's in that sense. And I hope, I don't know, Van der Beek, over. It just doesn't quite work. It just doesn't quite work. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not super confident. Moonwolf asks, thoughts on debater, chronic maths. My thought is that try again next time. Unless that's an actual person. If so, no opinion. If it was an attempt, it was a third one. Ball played in, Fabianski controls. It's a problem, Pete. It is actually a problem here. I'm not a super fan of it. Here we go. Let's have a look. So dismembered / _/ hello from California, League, Europa, FA Cup. So you would put FA Cup third. So would you be frustrated if you went out here? How much do you put in you winning here? Because it's a stronger team than I was expecting. Man United have put out. Man, you win, I'll kiss my wife, says Chris. Well, oh to be Mrs. Kayadi. Huh? Oh to be Mrs. Kayadi. West Ham trying just anything and it's not happening. Henderson just walks out and collects the ball as simply as humanly possible. Charlie, do you think we should get the backup striker from Gladbach, Eric? Oh, it was that close. It was that close. You almost had me. It was long. Not the Shun, not Mr. Shun. That wasn't long. But it was the comment was long enough to where I almost fell for it because I don't read a lot because I'm an idiot. So I just read the beginning and that's how I got. Oof. We should always sign Mr. Shun at all times, IMO. At all times. That was a banger. I don't know how I felt. I don't know. Well, I didn't. That was the point. I was halfway through the word Eric before it happened. Close. Shout out, please, and say Nathan. You're all right, Nathan. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Has to be so fun, honestly. You know what I mean? To be fair, from the Man United fan, I know it's not static, but it is what it is. 700 likes for the giveaway, everyone. Everyone like the video. Remember, if we hit 700 during this stream, we will do a giveaway live. You'll get to find out what the hell, what's going on. What are we going to win? How's it happening? You know what I mean? Let's have a look. Let's have a gander. How is the video going in that terms of that? I do have it open somewhere. I just can't find it. Give me a second. Let's go here. We close that. We click on that. We click here. Just telling me I've got changes somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. Just gone. It's not a problem. Right, so YouTube's just broken, apparently. That's the thing that's happening for me. YouTube is just broken. If someone in the chat can see how many likes we have, thank you, Arthur. 488 at the mo. There we go, people. 488. If we hit 700, again, it's a bold one. It's a big one. But if we hit it, what a time to be alive. We will have a giveaway. What do you give away? Honestly, Moose, I wasn't there when it got set up, so I don't know. I'll have to ask Gio at halftime. Gio will be arriving here at halftime, and he'll be able to let you know because he's not set up. Think you should sign Mr. Dover from Brentford. I tell you what, Ivan Toney from Brentford is what we want. It's what we want, you know. Hopefully, that's my realistic choice of striker. I think he'd work inside the Moyes system. The up's been doing well so far. Yeah, I agree. I think we're up against the wall. We're up against it. We're struggling, but at the same time, I think we're holding them at bay relatively well. They're not creating anything insane. Just making sure at this point that we can, like I say, when we go forward, there's just not enough people. Noble is the deeper of the three. When it was announced that it was going to be Noble, Rice, and Souček, my concern was that Rice would be the one getting furthest forward. Noble would be the one getting furthest forward, and he's definitely not at this point. It is Thomas Souček, and Noble seems to be the one sitting most. And actually, when we defend in a 4-1-4-1 formation system, space, structure, Noble is the one in front of the defenders, which is not the ideal option in that sense. It probably should be Rice, but he's at least the furthest back, which is what you need. Which is what we need. But at the same time, Ben Rama will score a hat-trick, says MGI. God, I hope. Is he on the bench? Ben Rama on the bench? He is on the bench. I'd love to see it. Will it happen? I don't know. I'd back D up to score a pen more than Balbuena. Potentially Bowen. Tellez just way faster than him. Tellez just went, no. 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 Back to his, yeah, would he? You know, here's what it is. Sean Swadley, good to see you, my friend. What money are you on? So I can sync up. 33 minutes and 30 seconds exactly. 31, 32, 33, etc., etc. Good to see you. We're one like or 500. Remember, 700 in this stream. Giveaways. 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 Thoughts on Moyes picking Diop over Balbuena? I'm shocked. I feel like I didn't think he would. And the fact he has is just a bit wild to me. I would have thought he would have gone with the person he trusted most, which would, in my head, be Balbuena. That suggests two things to me. It suggests either A, he wants to give Diop the game time, which is what he needs, and I think he should. Or B, he would rather save Balbuena for the Premier League. I don't know. Rashford trying to charge through Dawson no, says Dawson. Craig Dawson looked at him and he went, no. That's my opinion. I don't know. How do you feel? How do you think about why do you think Diop chose? Why do you think Moyes chose Diop over Balbuena? Everyone, let me know your opinions in chat. Is it bad that I want Yarmo to get injured? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I understand why you feel that way, but probably I personally don't. Aram Camel, good vibes. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Bowen trying to do something, and Tellez, I tell you what, Tellez has just completely got Bowen's number so far today. Every time Bowen's gone to do anything, Tellez has just looked at him and pushed him. He's all over him. Bowen is struggling. He's struggling. Yo, I'm a big fan of Man United, says Soloman Gaming YT. Good to see you, Soloman Gaming YT. Subscribe if you're new and drop the like button. And let me know, what's your score prediction, sir? What's your score prediction for the game? So it's a corner to West Ham. First one of the game for us, earned by Thomas Souček, as provided to me by the commentator. Thank you, whoever that is. I know commentators, but I don't recognize their voices. I don't listen to their names enough to recognize them. You know what I mean? So I can't go, that's Martin Tyler. Actually, Martin Tyler's probably the only one I can pick up. I keep forgetting it's snowing. Then I see the snow and I get very excited. Man United 2-1 says Soderman Gaming YT. Fair enough. Okay. I think that's probably a fair assumption. At this point, maybe overly fair, given the way the teams have performed so far. Bowen to take the corner. Everyone starts activating their runs. And then he just goes back to replace the ball in an exciting fashion. Here we go. Played in. Dinked across by Rice. Diop's there. Diop and someone else go down after a clash of heads. One of the Man United players. Can't tell who. Martial? And good Martial? I don't know. He has his hands on his face. Yeah, it is Martial. I like the Dean Henderson jump. Corner got played in. It was to the front post. Rice did the backwards heading on thing that has worked before. And Diop at the far post came flying in. Just putting himself in the right position. If Martial misses the header, it bounces straight off Martial's head and onto Diop, who straight nuts him. Both players down. Painful. We'll see how it goes. You need a Rory Delap long through. I wish we had a Rory Delap long through. I'd love to see it. We've been playing well lately, except for our loose game, but we'll get that. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think that's true for both teams. So, here's a question I'm asking Man United fans. Where would you rank the Premier League in terms of importance for Manchester United this season? With the Premier League, the Europa League, and the FA Cup. Where would you rank the FA Cup? Not the Premier League, the FA Cup. Where would you rank it in importance of those three for your season? Concussion subs. We do have 5 subs today, so I'd be interested to see if we make another, to be fair, it's the first time Moyes having 3 centre backs might actually be useful on the bench for once, because usually not. Where's Mike D and VAR when you need him? Not refereeing. We do have Lee Mason on the VAR today, though, who's the same who was on the VAR last time. In a twist of fate. But Mike Dean, nowhere else. Yo, says Skull Ninja. Hello, sir. Hope you are. Imagine if Diop gets sub now. Well, he's getting concussion tested. I have many opinions on the concussion testing, most of which is they're trash. I feel like if you're testing for concussion, you can't do it over 5 seconds. But there you go. Ben Johnson on for Liverpool, on for Diop. I don't know what we'd do. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I do feel like a 5 at the back would have been beneficial, but we seem to want to stick with 4, which is fine. I think 4 at the back should be the future of West Ham United. I don't think it should be a 5 at the back system, but I do think at the moment 5 at the back works best. It is interesting that we started with 4. I wonder where that will go. I don't know who was battling for the ball there. I think it was Yarmolenko and Maguire. Maguire got pulled up for it, apparently. I wouldn't have said he should have been, but he did. Yeah, don't know why that was. Yarmo is so slow. He is. I mean, that's the thing is we've just lobbed Yarmolenko in the same system as we'd lob Antonio in and hope it's sort of working for the best because we have no other options. This is the Antonio problem. It just is. This is the Haller problem. This was the exact same thing we were having a problem with Sebastian Haller. You know, we were just lobbing him in a system, going here, have it in the Antonio system without actually changing anything, and that's what we've done again here. We have a situation in which Yarmolenko has just been asked to put it in the exact same system as Antonio and expecting it to work. And if anything, he's got less support than Antonio usually. Antonio usually has more players around him than Yarmolenko has today, and yet Yarmolenko is a much slower individual. That's not to say he can't play counter-attacking football, but he can't do it all by himself, and that's sort of what we're asking him to do here. And then when you look at everything that's gone on in this game, when you look at the stats, which I can pull up for you now, it's not surprising at all. You know, if we refresh that, we come here, we press this. It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise that 72% possession to Man United, you know. It really isn't, because what are you meant to do in that position? How are you meant to do anything? Because we're not getting off on the ball at all. And if you don't have the ball, it's like everyone thinks the thing is, right, when you think about like Pep's system, for example, of like tiki-taka control football, you often think about it in an attacking sense. If you think about it defensively, your opponents can't do anything because they just don't have the ball. And that's what's going on here. We don't have the ball. So how are we going to attack? We're looking to create something out of nothing with Yarmolenko up front, who can't hit up front by himself. And really, I wouldn't have put him up front to begin with in the first place. But especially in this system, when we did play him up front last time against Doncaster, he was surrounded by attacking players. And now we've got 2 attacking players and nothing else. It's a struggle. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. And joining us live from Scotland is Gio Mackie. Gio, how's the snow?
Yeah, it's snowing again outside. It's gone from 8 inches to 8.5 inches maybe on Snow Watch up here. Pound is no go. A bit like our attack.
It's all melting here. It exists, but it's not lasting. How do you feel?
Ask me in 2 minutes, but do you know something? I'm not as angry as a lot of people. I've had a lot of video Twitter, and a lot of people are getting a bit annoyed, which I understand. However, the plan's working. This is the plan.
Yeah, but is the plan good?
I didn't say it was good. I said it's working.
But if the plan is wrong, but it's working, can you be angry about a plan?
I think the plan is risky, but they've had, one chance, which unfortunately resulted in Ogbonna going off injured. But They've had one chance. We've got. I'm giving Moyes the benefit of the doubt. No yellow card for him. I thought he would get booked for that. I'm going to give the Moyes the benefit of the doubt in the sense that he might be trying to get to around the 65th, 70th minute mark, and then introduce Ben Ram and possibly Fredericks and add a little bit of the pace.
Ahmed, games next week. You can. It's live on the BBC. It's on BBC One. It's on BBC iPlayer. It's on the BBC Sport website. And if you're from a different country, you can't access the BBC. VPNs. It's 2021. Come on now. And 2, Discord. Link below. Click on that. There's links in there. There's a stream link section. You have 5 different options to watch the match. Get involved, my friend. We do the work so you don't have to. Just so you can come and get involved and then stay around in the chat. Tell me what's going on, you know. Thoughts on William Saliba. Which is how to pronounce it, Gio. Saliba. He looks great ball playing centre half for Arsenal. No comment, Ed, is what I would say.
No. That's right.
Eldor, I've clicked on it once. I'm not clicking on it again. He almost caught me, Gio. He was that close. I was halfway through saying Eric before I stopped. He almost caught me.
I've seen it. I've seen them. They did it to DT, didn't they? That's where Eric has come from. Because someone done it to DT. Someone put a super chat in DT's thing. And he read out as a Frankfurt centre-back, Eric. And he read out. And he was like, do you know what? I've not heard of him. I don't know anything about him.
He fell for it.
Yeah,
I just read ahead because I'm an idiot.
Oh, no. He read out and he said, I've never heard of that player, actually. I can't comment on him. It happens, doesn't it? It's a good one. But if I hadn't seen it on DT's thing, I think I might have read out. But that's why I only read out first names on here now. I never read out someone's surname.
I say the surname, but I just say Mr. and then the surname.
Oh, no, I just say the first name. That's it. Even if it's like James Brown, I'm still like, nah, just James will do. Thank you. Sorry, mate.
That's fair. This is a question. Actually, this is Gio. Does it go straight to pens or is there extra time?
I don't know. I thought it was extra time, but I don't know. Truth be told, they changed it for this round, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it used to go to pens, but I think the 5th round onwards is extra time for some reason.
Okay.
But this is, we're in the 5th round now, so I could be wrong.
I have no idea. Ed's saying extra time as well, and I trust Ed for something.
Yeah, I think the 3rd round and the 4th round is straight to pens, but the 5th round on, I think it goes to extra time.
Eldot, I'm trusting you on this, despite you tricking me earlier. I am trusting you.
Charlie, we just crossed the ball into their box. I got excited there.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, they headed it straight out, but...
Well, you know, you can't... You win some, you lose.
There's only 3 minutes added on. One was down for about half an hour. And then I had the head injury.
TV, right?
Yeah, I'm a bit ahead of you.
I just wonder how far behind the BBC Sport website.
I'm on 46 minutes and... Oh, no, I don't know. 1 sec. 47 minutes.
Okay, I'm about a minute behind. Fair enough.
Mate, I forgot a bit of an issue, you see. I had to get a new Sky remote not long ago, and I went for the stupid cheap tacky option, didn't I? And it's the top half of it no longer works. Look at this disaster. I thought I'd get myself the West Ham one because it was there, and I thought I'll have a bit of that. The select button upwards don't work now, so I can't push select. I can, saying that the mute button worked, the select button don't work, the TV guide button don't work. It stopped working today. So
I didn't even know they sold those. Do you get it from the club shop?
No, I go from Sky.
Sky sell them?
Yeah, I don't give money to the club shop.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, if you go on Sky, it's hidden away. They've got random remotes, and I decided to buy it. It was on offer, actually. It was like £12 or something. It was cheap. The West Ham one was going cheap. You'd think they've got surplus stock or something. So I thought, that'll do. It's a Sky remote, but it stopped working as well. So it's a top half, it's lacking up front, which is a bit like the team, Nothing happening up front. The bottom half works. The back part of the remote's good, but the top half.
It's a sad time.
David Moyes is running down touchline. It's half time.
How do you feel then? Now we're 2 minutes past. How do you feel?
I'm okay. If you offer me half time, I know not half time, I would have taken it. If you offer me that sort of mentality, the first half, I'd have been a bit disappointed. But his plan's working. His plan is working. I believe that this is David Moyes' plan to get to a bit longer than this, 65, 70 minutes. I reckon they're looking to get to around then. bring on Ben Rama and Fredericks and put a bit of pace on and go up against hopefully a slightly tired Tellez and Wan-Bissaka. But the problem is Fornals and Bowen ain't doing much to help them out.
Oh, bruv, Tellez has had Bowen's number all game. Every time Bowen's gone even close to him, Tellez has just looked at him like he was a mug. Like, it's actually like impressive stuff. Like, I remember when Juventus played us at the London Stadium, and I just remember seeing Alexandro and being like, flipping hell, he's good. Like, I can't remember who was on the right, probably Faguli or something, and I was just like, he's absolutely done it.
It would have been Faguli or Gökhan Torre. We wanted them to.
Yeah, which makes sense. But I was just like, oh, it's similar there. I was just, every time Bowen's gone near him, it's just been not very confident. What do you know what? It's not, I'm not angry. I'm just like disappointed.
We've got an opportunity. I want to see a bit of bravery from David Moyes now. He's done the first part of his plan, which is get to halftime at 0-0, okay? But we've struggled. Yarmolenko, the ball's just not happening for him, okay? And I feel sorry for Yarmolenko because Yarmolenko's going to get all the criticism for that performance in the first half. But I feel sorry for him. This is not the right game for Yarmolenko up front. Monday, we play Sheffield United. I think he would do well against Sheffield United up front. At Old Trafford, Yarmolenko's always going to struggle, okay? Because the occasions, not many, occasions he has got the ball under control, there's no one near him. Everybody's 15, 20 yards away from him. He's got a very difficult task. We can't play over the top because he's not fast enough to run after it. So we're asking him to do a job in a formation set up for Michail Antonio. We don't have Michail Antonio, so why have we got a striker role for Michail Antonio? We have not adapted. It's the Sebastian Haller thing again.
Yeah.
We haven't changed the system without Antonio. We've just got a role for a striker that perfectly fits Antonio's style. And if you're not Antonio tough, you're going to have to just do it anyway. You're going to have to turn into Antonio. And funnily enough, Yarmolenko hasn't suddenly got a bit faster and a bit stronger. He's still technically better than Antonio, but he's still a lot slower and a lot weaker. But we're asking him to do the job of someone with pace and power, not technical ability. We're not utilizing his strength. How we do that, I don't know. But, we got a cross into him, I don't know, 35 minutes on. He took a touch control and hit it. It got blocked.
I think you just bring on more players to put around him. When it worked, and don't get me wrong, this was Doncaster as well, so it's a lot easier to say that against Doncaster. But when it worked, it's because he had Ben Rama and Fornals, had like players around him. He's got Bowen on one side, who's having a poor game against Tellez, and he's got Fornals on the other, who is not a left winger, and they're so deep by design that when it punts it up to him, he's just completely isolated. If you had more attacking players, even if instead of a 4-1-4-1, you were playing a 4-4-1-1, you might have more of a shout at this because you can have at least one person relatively close to him. He's not gonna control the ball and do like an absolute madness by himself against 4 defenders. It's just not gonna happen.
I'd probably do one change right now. I'd probably take off Fornals and put on Ben Rama, someone that can travel with the ball. But then I would say to Yarmolenko, when you do get it, hit it over Wan-Bissaka's head. Put Saeed Ben Rama in a foot race against him and just keep doing it. Almost like what Harry Kane does with Sons. Kane gets it. He's looking. He doesn't look to see where Bergwijn is or Lucas is. He doesn't look for them. He looks to see where Son is and where Son's running. Every time he looks to the left-hand side of Spurs' pitch. And I would be very much doing the same with Yarmolenko. Bear in mind, Yarmolenko's left-footed. It even helps him because he can face our own goal and then turn 90 degrees essentially and be able to put it over the top for Ben Rama. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be looking to get Ben Rama on, play on Wan-Bissaka's shoulder, and just say to Yarmolenko, whenever you get it, hit Ben Rama. Just go for him.
Even though Wan-Bissaka will outpace Ben Rama 10 times out of 10.
Maybe. But, something, Wan-Bissaka's positioning isn't the best in the league. And while he's a good right back, I don't think he's a Champions League right back, Wan-Bissaka. I don't think he's good enough for Man United. I think he's good enough for West Ham, Everton, teams like that. But I don't think Wan-Bissaka is good enough. Would Wan-Bissaka get into Man City's team or Liverpool's? I don't think so. I think defensively he's really good. But offensively, I think he's a bit cagey. I'm watching a replay now. Wan-Bissaka, we've just got... If anyone watching on BBC right now, you know what I'm talking about. We've just got the possession outside our 18-yarder. Wan-Bissaka's on the 18-yarder. We'd had Saeed Ben Rama in that area. There was an attack on.
So you're saying Ben Rama for Fornals?
Yes.
Are you changing the shape, or are you just keeping the exact same shape?
No, because it's arguably working off the ball, Charlie. It's just we're struggling to keep the ball. I've seen, and it's not just Yarmolenko and Fornals will get all this stick, and I'm aware I'm contributing to that, but I've seen Sufal giving the ball away cheaply tonight. I've seen Socek giving the ball away cheaply tonight as well. Both of them two have given away cheap, but they'll get away with it because they've got credit in the bank.
I mean, the thing is, I don't disagree with you necessarily, but I don't know if the system is working. Like, it is demonstrably it is. It's 0-0. That was the aim, is to not concede, right? But outside of that, I don't know if you could change the formation and that not happen. I think that's probably plausible, because all we're doing is just shoving every single human being back. It's not some like tactical mastermind stroke. It's not like I would say, to be fair, you look at like Fredericks bringing on, like, against, as much as Fredericks playing against Grealish wasn't, again, a tactical master stroke. It wasn't like, oh my God, it's flipping Pep in his prime. It was like, okay, clearly there's a purpose here. We've just put as many people in front of them as humanly possible, and that is working, but it's not like we're not going through doing this. At some point, I don't know, we do have to step out of our shell and go for it, because we've had one shot.
But our centre back, our defence has got weaker since we started the game, though. With Ogbonna going off now, we've now got Diop in there. Moyes won't do that. What you're suggesting, Moyes won't do it. I think if we get Ben Rama in for Fornals, I think that would change the dynamics of our team in possession a lot. Like I said, out of possession, we're organised. We've restricted them to a few sort of long range efforts. They've had one good chance, and that was when Martial got played through, and it was really good defending by Ogbonna, because it was very, very, very close to being Ollie Watkins like a carbon copy, running between Dawson and Ogbonna, and you're in. We've now got Diop in there. Dawson now needs to take charge. I think Diop's done all right when he's come on. I think he's looked okay. There's not really been any issues with that. But he's not Ogbonna. And Ogbonna does bail us out quite a bit, like with the Martial chance. Ogbonna was there, last-ditch block. So, yeah, I think, listen, it's 0-0 at half-time. He offered me that before the game. I'd taken it. I said, yeah, okay, because then it gives David Moyes and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they both now have the same opportunity, which is 15 minutes for your team. It's 0-0. Change something. The pressure's on Man United here. The problem is they've got a tougher bench, a better bench than we do. I think Fernandes is on the bench, Cavani's on the bench, Diallo's on the bench. I mean, look at that. Fernandes, Diallo, Cavani, even Dan James, while he's technically not that great, he's just fast, isn't he? If you put him on up against Creswell and say just run past him all the time, he's got a lot better options. We've got 9 players on our bench, 1 goalkeeper, 5 defenders, which we've already used one, and then 2 attacking midfielders and a striker who's yet to make a start in the for West Ham United senior team. So,
can I leave you to chat with the chat for 5 seconds?
Go to the toilet. I want to see bravery from David Moyes. Derek says that he agrees that Ben Rama's got to come on, otherwise we can't see where a goal's coming from. Who'd also bring on Oda Beko on the 70th minute. Richard says that Moyes is likely not to change it. I agree with that, Richard. I don't think he will change it, because Moyes will see the first half as a success, and I think it has been to an extent. 0-0 at half time. Happy days. I don't know why my Mark Noble's all. What's going on here? Look at that. It's because I've got that green screen thing on. I'll need to ask Charlie how to turn that off. They think that the green bit of the pitch is a green screen. Anyway, just going to have to try and ignore that. But it's distracted me a lot. James wants to see Ben Rama and Fredericks on for the added pace. I agree with that. They are the obvious option. They are the obvious option to get on for the pace. I'll bring on Ben Rama first. At the minute, there's a lot of pressure on Bowen. I don't think Bowen's been good, right? But when he did run forward at one point, Socek was in the box, and he was the only one in the box, and he sort of checked back. I do wonder if Ben Rama on the other side just adds a little bit of pace to both sides. It might help Bowen. It might stretch the game a bit more. But the one thing I will say, credit to David Moyes. I didn't think I'd say that much. Credit to David Moyes. Socek's playing in the number 10 role tonight, and I like it. Mark Noble's the deepest of the midfield. I like that as well. We've now got someone, for the first time in a long, long time. I saw Lucas Fabianski play a short goal kick. I was so proud. I thought, well, Lucas, my man, Well done. A short goal kick. But it's because Mark Noble's there. Mark Noble come in the edge of 18-yarder and said, give it to me here. Just give it to me here. I don't need stop booting it down the middle. But about 2 minutes later, he caught the ball, ran to the edge of 18-yarder and stood there with it for ages. And it took about 20 seconds to kick it. But he played a short goal kick, Fabianski. Richard says, let Odebeko be a hero. I'd like to see Odebeko being allowed to come onto the pitch, to be honest with you. Alan says, a poor spectacle. Tim says there's a portal opening to another dimension where West Ham always win the cup and league. Yeah, I'm going to jump in. Yes, James, it's 5 subs. We are allowed to do 5 subs. We've already got 1 down. Ben Rama for Noble in Final Century. I think Noble's doing all right. I know I'm a big Noble fan with the fuzzy pitch thing going on, but I think Mark Noble's played okay. He's getting on the ball. He's done all right. Nothing exciting or adventurous, but I've not seen Declan Rice or Thomas Souček do anything exciting or adventurous either. I think he's actually okay. Yarmolenko thinks he's playing between the sticks. He's not having a great game, but this is the wrong game for him. I feel sorry for Yarmolenko because this is not the right game. It's not the right game. Benedict says, sitting back and playing way too defensive. Should have had a sign up saying, hey, attack us, take Noble off, bring on Lanzini. We don't need 3 defensive midfielders. We need to get the ball to Yarmolenko. Don't disagree too much. Like I said, I think Noble's actually playing okay. Charlie says, apart from getting skinned by Greenwood, Noble's been solid. I agree with that. I think he's fine. James says he's been great. Harry said that Noble showed Van de Beek is Brexit strength. I'll tell you what. We've seen so much defensive action in that first half from us. I actually thought I was watching a Nicola Sturgeon COVID daily briefing. So much batting off going on over there. James says, does Yarmolenko play 90 minutes? No. I want to see bravery from David Moyes, okay? Bravery. Mipo, Fredericks, Lanzini, Benrahma, they're all faster than Bowen, Yarmolenko and Fornals. We've got 4 options there. I know which one he's not going to go with, but we've still got 4 subs. We've got 4 subs to use. I want to see us go for it. Don't wait for Man United to score before we go, best do a sub now. We go score and make Ollie panic and start chucking on Cavani. And at the same time, we're taking off Jared Bowen and bringing on Balbuena and saying, whoa, too late now. Too late now. Ben says, bravery from David, more chance of winning the lottery. I mean, I'm not hopeful. I said I was hoping for bravery, not expecting bravery. There's a big difference.
I mean, yeah, I think either's a fool's errand when it comes to David Moyes, I guess. But what can you do? The thing is, right, with the 5 subs thing, is that they've also got 5 subs. And if you're thinking about the manager's team talk coming into that, if you're thinking about as they go back to the tunnel, David Moyes will be happy enough, I guess. But Ollie's going to be like, this is significantly easier than I thought it was going to be. These are putting up literally nothing right now. Do you reckon he would be tempted to go, let's bring on the guns and just go for it. Let's put them to bed and so we can rest for the rest of the game.
If I was him, I'd be looking at the fact I've got Matic.
Matic is very advanced.
I've got Matic and Fred on there. Don't really need them both. I'd probably take off Fred, drop Van de Beek back into that area of the pitch, and then bring on Bruno Fernandes and say, right, now you're going to see us play football. And if it still wasn't working, I'd take off Martial and put on Cavani and say, right, we're going to go direct now. You're going to sit in your box. I'm going to bring on the best header I've got. And we're going to start supplying him with crosses. We've got to be brave. We've got to be brave. Listen, Charlie, I'm quite positive at a minute. Do I think we've had a good performance? No, but it's 0-0, half-time, with 45 minutes to go at Old Trafford in the FA Cup, and we've got options to go on and win the game. That man, while we're disappointed with West Ham, Man U fans, I bet you to go watch a United watch along right now. Don't do that. Stay here. But if you are going to go, drop a like on the video before you disappear. I bet you they're raging right now. They're saying, what is this crap? They haven't even come up. They're not even playing football. We can't do anything. Fabianski's made a tremendous save, but that's it. He's not had anything else to do. He took a wild deflection. That's why it was a tremendous save. The header wasn't anything exciting. Man United fans will be more disappointed than West Ham fans at the minute because we've sat back and they've created nothing. We've got an opportunity actually to come out, and Man U are just going to do the same again in the second half. They might make 1 or 2 personnel changes, but in terms of attacking, they're playing attacking football. We're not. We've got an opportunity to be brave. That's my phrase for tonight, Charlie. Be brave.
Be brave.
Go for it.
Speaking of opportunities, we're currently on 535 likes. If we get to 700, we will be doing a giveaway on this very stream.
What we're doing?
So get like...
What we're giving away?
I don't know. What are we giving away?
Okay, you've got an option. You've got a
You tell me. I thought you'd lot had sorted this out. I just got told it as I rocked up and I was eating waffles.
No, someone challenged us in the live stream earlier, and I said, "Yeah, go on then." You've got a mug, a poster. This one, but A3, not a big one. It costs £8 to send. I'm not sending that. I'm not paying that. I've already got to send one winner it, or a snood. You can have a snood. So you can have a mug or a snood, Charlie. You can decide if we get to 700.
Well, I think we let the chat decide.
Yeah, we'll let them decide if we get there. It gets there, but
all right, chat. How about this? Chat for the next 2-3 minutes. What was it? A mug or a snood, right? Type the number 1 if you want a mug giveaway. Type number 2 if you want a snood giveaway. Whoever me and Gio look at and we think has more will vibe.
Charlie, I've seen a comment I really like.
I strongly agree with Keith.
So do I. Odebeko came to us to play. Give him a chance, show what he can do. Has to be better than Yarmolenko. Look, forget the Yarmolenko part. Look at the first bit. Oh, Ben Johnson's coming on.
Ben Johnson's coming on.
Yes. Imagine he comes on for like Bowie. imagine he's actually gone in. Moyes is going, oh no, defensively we need more defenders on the pitch. He's coming on for Bowen as well. I'm just joking. Ben Johnson's coming on for Jared Bowen. More defenders. We need more defenders.
But okay.
He's generally taking on Ben Johnson for Jared Bowen. It's. Do you know when I say be brave? That's fucking brave.
That I mean, in a way that I wasn't expecting. So what? We changed to 3 at the back then, I guess.
No, Ben Johnson, and then in the olden days, like when he was in the under-18s and that, he used to play right wing a little bit, and they sort of converted him to. Wait, actually, I think that's Fredericks. I think I see Fredericks. Fredericks is on as well. He's going for it. He's brought on 2 subs. Ben Johnson's on for Jared Bowen, and Ryan Fredericks looks like he's on for Soufal. No, I see Soufal. We're switching to back 3, Charlie. Ben Johnson's left wing back. Fredericks is right wing back. And we've taken off Bowen, and I can't see Yarmolenko. You can. Yarmolenko, Solchek, Rice, Noble, Fornals. So who else has gone off? I don't see Diop.
So what?
Diop's gone off. Diop's gone off. Must be his head injury. So Diop's gone off. Right. So we're now playing a back 3. We've got Soufal right centre back, Dawson centre back, Creswell left centre back, Ben Johnson's left wing back, Fredericks is right wing back. Midfield 3 of Noble, Rice, and Solchek, and sort of Fornals. So it looks like Fornals is practically playing up front here at the minute. He's running around up front, and then we've got Yarmolenko up front. We've got the ball. Rice has got it. Outside the box. Oh.
I don't know why you got excited.
Oh my god, we're giving it away. Okay, Man U are on the counter attack. I don't like this. Take him out. Soufal took him out. It's fine.
So okay, so we changed to a back 5.
Yes,
we still got the midfield 3, and we've got less attacking players on the ball.
Yeah, we've gone to a back 3 now. It's sort of like a 5. It's like a 3-5-2. I think Fornals is doing this funny. Fornals is doing this funny formation thing when he's sort of like a striker going forward, but he's got to come into midfield defensively. Yarmolenko's up front. Noble's sitting really deep at the minute. We've got the ball, Man U's 3rd, and Noble's on the halfway line. He's not coming forward very much, which is good. Let Rice and Solchek do the running.
I mean,
we're in the box.
That's what he was doing anyway.
Yarmolenko's.
I mean, it's a change. It is a change, to be fair. You can't complain too much when he has actually changed it up and gone for something different. Do I agree with it? No,
injured.
but he's done something at least.
Yarmolenko's injured now.
We are up to 555 likes. If we get to 700, which we are much closer than I thought we would get to, so we're almost there, people. We will be doing a snood giveaway. It looked like there were more twos than ones, so we'll go with the snood.
We've got we've used 3 subs, 2 remain. And on the bench we have Saeed Benrahma, Manuel Lanzini, and Mipo Debeko. I know which one isn't coming on, but Yarmolenko's struggling at the minute. I don't think he's injured. He's up, looking for a bit of attention. But Charlie.
I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see. I guess how it plays.
I'm going
to judge it until it's sort of played out.
I'm ready to sit on my couch and watch the game and do the review with Gonzo. But listen, Charlie, enjoy the giveaway and hopefully you get to your 700 likes and we can give someone a snood.
Thank you, everyone. There's a winner. Like,
there's a winner. Get them to email us because the previous winner hasn't emailed us, so I don't know how to get the prize to them. So
okay, hammerschat@gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. Ta-ra!
Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm really hungry, and so I'm just eating ham. I can't lie to you. I'm eating ham. I'm sorry. I'm just taking pieces of ham and folding it up. It's the life I'm living at this point. Food is coming at some point, so you just got to. Do you know what, Seaside? It's not even that I don't agree. I think I'm just interested to see how it plays out. For me, it's about stepping to Man United and trying to change the dynamic of the game. Because right now, what we've got is pure defensive maneuvers and nothing else. There is no like forward thinking, forward momentum to it at all. It is let's survive, right? I'm not whether or not these were forced. Let's assume they were forced. To be fair to him, let's assume these substitutes were forced. I don't know if you would quite say that changes that at all, because I don't know if it does. I think it's a case of us going, okay, I would have started with 5 because I think it would have absorbed stuff even better to begin with. However, I don't know. That's what I mean. It's not I disagree. It's just I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think maybe bringing on wing backs. I'm talking it through just out loud now to see where we can get to the end of this. I think is that a really cheap hand? Yes, 100% it is. Reece, Jonathan Reece, it is 1000% the cheap hand. I think that maybe bringing on wing backs will encourage them to get further forward, and that will encourage it. But we have less attacking players on the pitch now than we did before, and that was already a problem, in my opinion. I think we needed an extra person. It should have been a 4-2-3-1 as opposed to a 4-3-3. Souček was sort of playing the role in the middle there where someone else would, but he's not Jesse Lingard. He's not someone like that. He's not going to do anything behind, right? So maybe his idea is, okay, let's get wing backs on this, encourage them to get forward, which he doesn't tend to do, but let's just say he's doing it for sake of argument, and that gives them something different and a different dynamic. That's sort of what I'm trying to say. I don't know whether or not that actually works yet. I don't know whether or not that actually works. And that's what I'm saying. I want to wait until we're a bit deeper into the game where I can truly judge it, as opposed to now where my gut instinct is, ugh, So I'm giving it time. Hit the subscribe button and like if you're new around here, people. 700, and we will be doing a like. We're at 561 now. We are getting there. We are actually getting there. If we hit 700, we will do it. Stevie C, I saw your thing. Did you not get an email for the poster? I assume he didn't. From what he said. Drop him another email and I'll drop him a text now, Steve. Just so you're aware. Hammers_chat. And we'll try and get that figured out for you. Let's have a look. Stevie C from chat says he emailed you about poster. I've emailed him, Stevie. Drop him an email, hammerschat@gmail.com. We'll figure it out. Yarmolenko down under the challenge of Maguire there. We'll see how it goes. Mate, I'd love a hot dog right now. Can't lie to you. I cannot lie to you. Everyone's saying Meepo. Yarmolenko is rubbing his knee on my screen. I'm seeing lots of the word Meepo. It would be amazing if he came on. I think I would be very excited if he came on. Yeah, Yarmo's struggling. He tried to get control. Just had to give up. Terry says, unfortunately, I don't agree with you, Charlie. We look more comfortable in this formation. The injuries have allowed us to attack more. First of all, you don't have to apologize. There's no sort of unfortunately or anything. Opinions are opinions. I'm well aware that mine are usually wrong, so you don't have to preface it with anything. I don't think we look. Do we look more comfortable? I don't know. Maybe we do. Defensively, we've looked relatively solid because we've restricted their shots to quite wild, outlandish shots, but we've not stopped them from shooting. They had like 8 shots in the first half or something like that. It's not like they're not shooting. It's not like we're stopping them in any big way, you know. Great opportunity. Rashford almost scored there. Fabianski came out quickly and stopped it, which is good. Good goalkeeping. I don't think we look more comfortable. I think we look more... I just think realistically we should be gunning for this. If we're as good as we think we are, we should be going for this. Like I said, Ollie would have gone in at half-time and gone, yo, they've not even touched us. And I think that's kind of disappointing to know. I wanted to see us step to them a little bit. I didn't want to see us like cower. And Man United are a great team and they've had a great season. Just seeing how Fabianski save again. Good work. Fabianski, look, Man United are a great team and they've had a really good season, much better season than most people would have anticipated before the season started. And there is reason to be scared, but for me personally, I wanted to see us have a bit more about us and go for it a little bit more. Odebeku has officially come onto the pitch. Meepo Odebeku is on for an injured Yarmolenko. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Just come on. I would love to see it. I would love to see it happen. I'd love to see him. What I would say is this about the Moyes thing. I don't necessarily disagree with what he's done at halftime there. I'm a bit disappointed to see the way he's set up in the game in general, but I'm interested to see how he's set up affects us going forward. That's what I said. I want to reserve my judgment because I honestly don't know. But Odebeku coming on as big, I'm hyped to see him. He's got all of the opportunity in the world here to really do something and to do something special, both for himself and for the club. And let's be real, he scores now to get us through to the next round. His social media is gonna go wild as well. So. I just shoved all of that in my mouth and it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Ball in, save Fabianski. Ball in, save Fabianski. Do you think Benrahma will come on tonight? No. I would have before the formation change. Now I think it'll be Lanzini for Fornals at some point is the change I would expect. We do have more subs, so we do have more subs. So I think it is a deconstructed jam as well. Marie, we are giving away a snood. It's a cold weather. We're giving away a Hammers Chat snood for the cold weather. If we hit 700 likes, we'll be doing it live on the stream. One of you lovely lot in this chat right now will be winning this. Benedict, Man U aren't offering crap. We need to push them up. Honestly, I think we can beat them if we play more attacking. I think they're there to be got at. I don't think they're being unreal. The problem is they have obviously very good players on the bench. And if our plan is to sit and absorb until they're tired and to go, like Gio suggested, which I don't think is inaccurate. I would be concerned because they have subs like Cavani and Bruno Fernandes waiting to come on. And it's like, well, when do you go? When do you unleash the beast, as it were? When do you unleash the beast? Terry McAllister, take it from an Everton fan. Moyes has a lot of good qualities, but his worst quality is his approach to away games at big clubs, knife to a gunfight. Yeah, definitely. We've definitely seen that, I think. And look, at the beginning of the season, it worked out for us. Not points wise, but Sir Johnson with a little step over there, cheeky. Beginning of the season, when we had such a horrendous run, it worked out for us. Not in terms of points, but certainly performances. We put in good performances, and it was the basis for the season we're having today. So I think you've got to give him that respect, where 100% where it is due. I think we're seeing a double situation here of both the big club thing and also the fact that it's the FA Cup, and I just genuinely don't think he cares. Which is what it is. That's not a criticism of Moyes. It's just he prefers. He's a conservative manager, and he would rather go for the Premier League every time. And that's look. It's a choice. It is a choice. There's no right or wrong in that situation. Charlie, you'll still never beat the night Mike Monero had 3-course meal, including cheese and nuts, live on camera. Is Mike in the house? First of all, if Mike is in the house, Mike, hope you're well, my friend. Second of all, yeah, no, I won't. I mean, to be fair, if we're talking eating on this channel, I was the first, goddammit, on the first, on I think the 10th video we ever did, something like that. We did a deadline day live stream. Talking about stuff like that happened on deadline day, and I ate a Subway live on camera. So if we're talking about eating on this channel, I am the undisputed champ, and I will not have anyone else say anything about it. I will not have said about it. You know what I mean? But I won't match Mike in any other way. Mike is an absolute beast of a man, a legend, and I wish I were here. I wish I were him. We're on the ball here. We just the opportunity we had sort of went away, but Souček's on the edge of the box here. Right-hand side, does a step over, takes the ball past Wan-Bissaka somehow, plays a group. To be fair, that ball in, it was sort of lightning. Cresswell, far side, takes a shot, was probably unwise, probably should have crossed it, but we've won a throw-in out of it. Nigel Pearson has arrived. Hello, Nigel. Good to see you. We used to... We've had many people in the chat, Nigel. We've had David Moyes, Alan Pardew's a regular. So it's good to see you. You're in good company, my friend. You're in good company. Good to see you. Good to see you. Playing the ball around. We've got possession of the ball. We're getting on the ball a little bit here, but we're not doing anything with it. And one person pressing, Marcus Rashford pressing by himself, has just pushed us all the way back to the back stick. Hello, lads. Good to see you, Fluffy Python. What do you think of it so far? I think tonight could be the turning point in our season. Sadly, for all the wrong reasons. Injuries galore at the moment. Our Wayfin squad is in serious danger. Yeah, I agree. Of becoming a West Ham reserve squad, we are. It's part of the problem. If you have Oates Finn squad, all it takes is a couple of injuries to really screw you over, and that's what we're seeing. There are benefits to it, and there are downsides to it, and that's definitely one of the downsides. It's a win here, a loss here would be demoralizing to an extent where I don't know how well we would recover from it. We've had one or two demoralizing results of late, but that would be bad. And I really hope we can turn this around. I don't know. We're doing better than the first half, to be fair to us. He has not been in the chat for a while. But, you know, one day he'll come back. Trivia question: first ever concussion sub. Diop. Is that true? Was he done as a concussion sub then? So it's free. I've missed all this. I'm so out of the loop most of the time. I'm just poor. Yes, Sam. I'm not sure whether you would say Diop is injured or not. the concussion thing is a concussion thing. We'll find out, I guess. But what I would say about concussion protocols in general is if he's been subbed off because of concussion protocols, why the hell did he come back on in the first place? And I'm not talking about in an angry West Ham way. I'm talking about it in the safety of footballers kind of way. If he's come off because of a concussion, then why the hell did he come back on in the first place? Surely he should have stayed off. I think that's insane. But is what it is. Lindelof is down there holding his head. Souček and him did clash. Souček, of course, playing after his red card was rescinded. Souček fine. Lindelof struggling a little bit. Michael Carrick just on the sidelines. Look, Michael Carrick, mate. I would. The games, it's been a weird second half. Definitely not been as bad as the first. We can say that with 100% accuracy. But certainly a weird one. Just got to pull up the stats here and have a little look. So what we got? We got possession. We're gaining possession a little bit. Still no shots from us. Man United have had one in the second half. I don't know. It's a weird. It's a weird second half so far. I mean, I say we've done better, but realistically, I just don't think they're as in control. So whether you class that as them being better or not is another question. I don't know. I'm also interested to see how this 5 at the back works out in general. Because I think the 5 at the back was instrumental to our run against the big teams at the beginning of the season. I think without that, we would have been in big trouble. And obviously Moyes, over the last... One of the reasons I've been sort of softening on Moyes, because look, let's be real, I don't like that guy. But one of the reasons I've been softening on him over the last month or so, he has been going to 4 at the back. We have been seeing some more attacking players on, and the Villa game in my mind was a big one. Like Doncaster was big because he just let the attacking players be attacking players, and it was just exciting. But then to see the Villa game, which was against Premier League opposition, do that was really exciting. So I'm interested to see how the 5 at the back works now, because I personally wouldn't want to see us go back to it in general, but it might be the right option to do. And I wonder if it works here, will he change back to it in the league as well? Especially if we've seen Soufal working at right centre back, something like that. If that works out, would he do that? I don't know. Diop's substitution was due to concussion, source West Ham United. Well, thank you, Stevie C. Then why the hell was he allowed to go back on in the first place, for Christ's sake? Why? Why? But again, that's just a safety point as opposed to a West Ham point. I don't know. How do we feel about the match? If you lot were to give your score predictions right now, if you were to say, if everyone in the chat right now was to say, this is what I think the score would be, what do you think it will be? I'm interested to know. Obviously, we didn't really talk too much about it before. We spoke about it in the build-up, but I wasn't on, so we didn't talk about it in the actual watch-along itself. But if you were to guess how this game's going to end, how would you feel? How do you feel? And that's regardless of what team you support. You could support West Ham, you can support Man United, you can support Arsenal, you can support whoever you want. How do you think this game's going to end? Because I honestly can't pick either way at this point. I honestly cannot pick either way. First half, I would have said Man United easily and comfortably, and I said I had Man United before the game. But in this second half, not that we've been significantly better, but the game's just died down. Let's have a look. So what are we saying? Pens, says Lewis Booty. 0-0 Pens. 3-0 United, says Raymond, still very confident. Vadabate crosses it across. Cleared away. What else are we saying? 1-0 from a West Ham corner. Fair. 0-0. Maybe a lucky 1-0 to us. Go to Pens. 0-0. 0-1. Says Ionix. Him. Says Football Legend. Him. All right, then he corrects with hi. Hi, Football Legend. Him. 1-0 West Ham, says Jonathan Rees. I'm sure we will lose on pens. He also says, no, that's Neil Parker. Sorry, I got confused because of the picture. Duvet Dancer. He stayed on, I think, because as Gonzo said, you can't do a test in 2 mins. So when you got in at halftime, they could do a test. Yeah, but if someone can't get tested, in my opinion, take them off. There's no two ways about this here. We understand more and more every day as we go forward how bad concussions can be for footballers and for anyone else. This goes for any sport. You can't do a test in that speed. So you take them off and then you do a test. I don't care if it means you're down to 10 men for 10 minutes. I don't care if it means maybe we introduce a new rule where you can sub someone off for the 10 minutes while it does the concussion test. I don't care what it is. You can't put them back onto the pitch, in my opinion. I think that's insanity. And I think actually him getting taken off shows that it's insanity because it means that he was on the pitch for 10 minutes longer than he should have been. Fredericks, cross. Cleared away by Manchester. Well, just walked away by Manchester United. Fredericks doing well. I've become a bigger fan of Fredericks, to be fair. Let's have a look. What else are we saying? I think lots of people saying lower scoring results. I think that's probably true. Although if one team were to score a lot, it would be Manchester United. I hope for my own sake it doesn't go to extra time. As much as I'd be like enjoy to watch along, I do have food getting delivered, so I kind of need to go. It's interesting to see. Would you rather win the FA Cup or get into the Europa League? Win the FA Cup because you get into the Europa League anyway would be my answer. Daniel Watson. If you said get into the Champions League or win the FA Cup, I would say Champions League. Good opportunity. Meepo can't quite find. Is that Declan Rice alongside him? Maybe it was Pablo Fornals instead of Meepo. I don't know. Can't tell who it was. I was just having a look. Yeah, if you said, would I prefer Champions League or FA Cup win? I would say Champions League. But if Champions League, Europa League or FA Cup win because you get Europa League anyway. In my opinion. 4-0 is 4-0. There we go. Thank you for. What would game be like without heading? I don't know. I suspect it will exactly. I will expect it will be. I suspect heading will still exist. It's just there'll be less heading in training, and especially at a younger age, which just needs to be gotten rid of entirely. Which maybe would put less of an emphasis on heading potentially. But I'm one of those people. I look at it and I just think if you can make the game safer for the people playing it, then you do it. No two ways about it. Which is why I wanted. I didn't want the football to come back during coronavirus. I just think it was a risk. What are you getting for food? Says Duvet. That's when I saw someone else suggesting. What you haven't delivered? I reckon pizza. It's my groceries. It's nothing exciting, unfortunately. The grocery shopping's being delivered between 9 and 11. So nothing exciting. If I was to get food delivered, let's play that game now. If I was to get a takeout delivery style thing, it'd be difficult to look past the Domino's, but that's a lot. That is a lot. Do you know what? I'd probably get an Indian right now if I could. Good to see the Hamburg fan in the chat. Nice to see you, Iceman Felix. Hope you're well. Hope Hamburg are doing bits. I haven't been watching too much of the Bundesliga this season, so I don't actually know how they're doing, but I hope they're doing well. Sausage roll munchies. I do love sausage rolls. I did have one earlier on today, to be fair. Fan TV said no extra time. I assume you mean West Ham Fan TV. If you did, I have no idea. I literally don't have the foggiest. We will see when we get. When it happens, if it does, then we will tell then. I will be able to know then. Until then, I don't know. Whatever you lot say is what you lot say. I trust you lot in that sense. Butter chicken, vindaloo. Do you know what? For me, it'd be a korma. I know it's a sad state of affairs. I know people don't respect the korma because it's so much, whatever. But it would be a korma for me. I'd get a korma. I'd get a Peshwari naan with it, a chicken korma, Peshwari naan, some onion bhajis, maybe some vegetable samosas or something. You know what I mean? Again, it's not got the heat. I understand that, but for me, that's the thing. I prefer Papa John's, as Jonathan Reese. Do you know what? I've never had a Papa John's. I think I've had everything else but a Papa John's. Papa John's frozen and like fridge pizzas are good, but I've never had a Papa John's takeaway or been to Papa John's. My takeaway of choice is Domino's or Pizza Go-Go, I guess. Or like korma. Yeah, bruv. Shout out, mate. Get Harry on the korma. Do you reckon Harry would make a mean korma? I reckon he would. Bruno is coming on according to chat, and I'm a bit shook about it. I can't lie. McTominay also coming on apparently for Manchester United. Interested to see how they affect the game and where they go. Scott McTominay looks significantly older than he is. He's just a specific looking Donny. Papa John's buffalo wings, that does sound good. I can't lie to you. That does sound good. Interested to see who comes on and for who. Donny van de Beek, I assume. We've seen Cavani. Cavani's just gone off. It looks like he's warming up to come on as well. McTominay coming on. He's the first substitution for Manchester United. And it is for Matic. Okay, yeah, sure. And then my guess is Donny van de Beek for Bruno, I assume. Donny van de Beek is coming off. I think Fredericks gets a bit of stick from certain sections of the fan base. He's a better player than that. Don't forget we got him on a free from was it Fulham? It was Fulham, yeah. I've been growing. I have been growing. I can't lie I have been growing on Ryan Fredericks recently. I don't know why, but I have been. Especially in attacking positions. I don't know. I almost think our best formation is a 4-2-3-1 with him on the right wing now. Him on the right, Ben Rama on the left, Jesse Lingard down the middle. I don't know yet though. I have significantly softened on him. Slim Reaper, come on West Ham. Lays, come on West Ham. Good to see you both. Had Lucalis pizza. Lucalis CB, is that how I'm pronouncing it? I feel like I'm failing you here. On Henry Street in Brooklyn yesterday. Mate, I'm telling you, one day I'm coming New York, bruv, and we're going and we're doing a pizza tour, bruv. We're just gonna vibe it. We're just gonna absolutely vibe it, and I'm hyped. I feel like it will be the greatest day of my life. I can't think of a better use of my time. It's gonna happen at some point. Big guns on, we're in trouble. Yeah, I'm concerned how that's gonna change the game. Eric, Charlie, would you rather piss yourself once every week or need to wear a Man U shirt all the time? I mean, Man U shirt, because I could just put something else over the top of it, I guess. This is a good opportunity for Manchester United, by the way. They're down on the right-hand side. They've sort of taken too long. They're now trying to pass the ball around into space. Tellez, Fred. They can't find it through. He's playing it back across. We've gotten back in all of our numbers. Greenwood drives it across. Looking for Martial. Can't quite find him. Man United still on the ball. Man United took slightly too long there, and everyone came back to defend apart from Mipo Odebaku. Every single person. All of them. All of the players. All of the men. All of the men. While they fanny about with the ball. I mean, it would be wear a Man United shirt. Double length, warm. Just wear something over the top of it. Maybe take a marker to it, scribble on it. Don't know what I would do with it, but get it through Dawson, getting a clearance. What a man. If it had to be shown, Probably a shirt. It's not that deep. I don't know. I'm not fussed. Or am I? I don't know. It's a good question. I can't think of it. Do you think Moyes is really convinced with Ben Rama, even though he's signed on a permanent? I think he's getting there. I think he's showing signs that he's becoming more convinced by Ben Rama. For example, I think he prioritizes the league over the cup, and Ben Rama hasn't started today. So I would suspect he's probably happier with that. I don't know. I think he's Martial turns good shot. Craig Dawson again, just getting it. I tell you what, big Craigie for Ballon d'Or potentially. I think he's becoming more convinced by him. Is he convinced yet? I would say no, but he's coming. He's getting there. He's getting there. Take care, Charlie. Good broadcast. Thank you very much, Benedict. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your magic and the rest of your week. I hope it goes well. Yeah, but then you have to wash. Do you know what? It doesn't really matter where it is. It's the washing that I can't be asked to do. Do you know what I mean? Which is a very me thing to say, but it just is. It just is. If the season goes tits up, how high would Lampard be on your place to list Moyes? Very low. Very low. What indeed? I've got no problems with Frank Lampard. I don't have bad feelings for the guy whatsoever. To be honest with you, I haven't got the time. I haven't got the time or day to flip in to dislike anyone. It's too much effort. But he's not proved himself anywhere for me. I said this. In fact, if you speak to Adam in the chat, this Adam, my man can pronounce Mkhitaryan, but not look. Brother, I'm an idiot. We know this. Me and Adam's one of my friends, and one of my IRL friends, and he'll attest that when Lampard turned up at Chelsea, I was like, I don't get it. He hasn't done anything. He had a Derby side that probably should have got promoted, and he didn't get promoted with them. I think it was the only reason he got a Chelsea job was because of the connections. That's not a bad thing. I think fair enough. And I think he was probably harsh to get fired as well. But would I take him at West Ham at this point? No. If in the future he proves himself as a good manager, then yeah, sure, go wild. But right now, he wouldn't be very high up on the list at all. He would not be very high up on the list at all. Awesome Dawson. Craig Dawson's classic bread at 6 centre back. You just love to see it. The dark arts of defending Dawson man in the match at the moment. You know what you mean? How are West Ham football shirts so cheap on M&M Direct, people? What's that all about? I can't get a Villa shirt this cheap. Joke the price now. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. They're also all gone, Slim. I tried to buy one and it was gone. So it is what it is. But they were very cheap on there. I think it's an Umbro thing. Gio said it was an Umbro thing, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. If the scores are level after 90 minutes, extra time will be played. If there is still no winner, we will head into a penalty shootout. Google January 21st. Okay, January 2021. All right, cool. Thank you, Stevie. There we go. I trust Stevie. That is the rules. There is no more doubt in my mind. Stevie has mentioned the rules, and I 100% trust him. I 10,000% trust him. I'm going in for what is the last slice of ham, and depressingly, I've eaten that entire packet in one go on stream, which is a sad state of affairs, if we're being honest. Can't say it won't be in ham. Can't say it won't be ham. I said, if anything, no, okay, right, if you're going there, right? Me and Adam had a conversation about this. We were walking along the road once, and we were talking about this. And we were talking about specifically Lampard versus Ollie. And I said, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had a much better shout to be a Premier League manager, and he's proven a lot more, and he would be better. And then Adam was like, no, Frank Lampard. Yeah, want to start, Adam? We can start also protein, bro. Big protein, also a lot of salt, too much salt. I think I have 50% of my daily salt intake right here, but still. Moyes is the manager we need for right now. Let him sort out the infrastructure of the next couple of years. I personally disagree, but Moyes is the manager right now, is what I would say. Moyes is the manager right now. So whether we need him, whether he's the one we need, whatever, it doesn't really make a difference, what I think, because he is the manager right now. You know what I mean? It's very difficult, Leonardo. I can't lie. Oh, look at this cop. Look at this boy. Hello, Luca. How are you, waste man? Shut the fuck. Look at this, fam. Oh, what a sad. Look, come back in 5 minutes and then try again. But oh god, look at you, little scamp, up past your bedtime. What a boy. Remember, 700 likes, and we will be doing a giveaway on this very stream. All we need to do is hit 700. Let me do a creaky refresh, see where we're at right now. We are currently at 582 likes. If we get to 700 before the end of the stream, we will be doing a big giveaway. Get involved. Get involved. West Ham win needed. Hold on, boys, says Glenn kindly. I don't know if it's going to happen, Glenn. I think if either of the two teams here are going to get a and the two teams, it's going to be United still. He's scoffing ham to bring us good luck, Charlie. Look, let me put it this way: if it brings us luck, you'll be seeing it a lot more on the streams. If it gets us through to the next round of the FA Cup, we'll be seeing it a lot more on the streams. Thank you, Slim. Listen, I'm a proper man. I do big things. I do big things. Upstairs was playing music. I didn't know what was going on there. I heard a weird noise. I realized upstairs was playing music. That's what I heard. Doing a great job. He is doing a good job. He's a scam man wannabe. He's a scam man wannabe. Lanzini, I feel like, it's an option. It's an option. Man United are completely in control of this game and potentially bringing them on. But again, I think it would need a change of formation here. I don't think us being out of control in the game is beyond the plan. I think it's just capitalizing on that. I think you'd probably switch out 4-4 nows. How would you do it? I think you have to switch for me, you take off 4 nows, you bring on Ben Rama, you take off Noble, you bring on Lanzini. I think you change the formation. I think you change it to a 3-4-3 or a 5-2-3 or however you want to word it, but you want to get people in and around more. Get some people can actually do something a bit magical on the ball. I think I like 4 nows, but just this is not. He's just man's basically not played in his formation since Moises turned up, and I feel very sorry for him in that sense. But it's just not working. I want to see people get in and around Meepo. I think Lanzini and Ben Rama gives him the best chance to score. 4 nows by himself is struggling, and Ben Johnson playing out of position on the left and Fredericks on the right is just not quite doing it. So I think for me that's the way I'd look at it. I don't know how many. I literally have no idea how many. I have no idea how many subs we have left. Is what I'm trying to say. But that would be what I think we need to do at this point. Look, it takes a troll to know a troll, is what I'd say, and I can see a troll a mile off. It takes a lot. Look, if you watch the watch alongs for long enough, you'll know that I do love a good troll. I love a good troll. If someone comes up with a troll, I'm all about it. But it's poor. It's just poor. Exactly. Adam knows he hits me with creative abuse. So when he gets something to him like that, it's in the wheelhouse. It's ready. You know what I mean? It's just soft jabs. Whereas I'm used to getting haymaker hooks all over the shop. Five minutes left in this game, and I'm shocked it's still 0-0. I can't lie. I think Man United should have been ahead by this point. Just to be clear, they're still completely in control of this game. 63% possession. But importantly, we still have yet to register a single shot in this second half. A single shot whatsoever. 14 shots from Manchester United. That's how many we had. 8 in the first. They had 8 in the first half, so 6 in the second. But yeah, we've yet to have a single shot. You can see their passing sessions up, their dribbles are up, their aerials. They're winning more aerials than us, which is rare for us. I mean, they're dispossessing us more often. It's not really doing much. And I think the way Who Scored have it set up here with Odebeku completely isolated is accurate. It's a struggle. As Mason Greenwood comes off for Edison Cavani. Yeah. I don't know. We need something here. We need something that we haven't really got much. Again, I don't know how many more subs we have. I literally have not got a foggiest. One of the worst games I've seen this defense versus defense. We're playing 2 centre backs and 2 CDMs against 1 striker at home in a cup game. I mean, look, it just is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, you can pick it out when you have a counter-attacking side against a counter-attacking side. It tends not to work. Especially when it's us. We don't really have the ability to break someone down like that. And we've not really attempted to in this game. We've not had a single shot in the second half. It is what it is. Ben Rama stripping off to come on, which is good. It's good. It's needed. It's needed. Ollie was a manager for 10 years, but his only notable big-time experience being voted Cardiff's worst manager, where he got them relegated. I say Lamps has him covered. Lampard's done literally nothing. We all go on about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not having enough good experience. Lampard has no experience. Lampard's managed for 2.5 seasons, and one of them he didn't get. He was in the Championship with Derby and did nothing with them. And the other one, he had a surprisingly good season with Chelsea. And then the second one, he's had a poor time at Chelsea. It's like Solskjaer has had varied experience at different clubs at different levels. The Cardiff one wasn't great, but then he had an incredible time in Norway. Like, I think out of the two of them, I would prefer Ollie as my manager every day of the week. I've seen literally nothing from Lampard to suggest he has nout. And let's not pretend that Solskjaer, when he got given the Cardiff job, was given an easy ride or anything. He had a horrendous squad that didn't have any chance of staying up. That's my opinion on that. Ben Rama is now coming on for Pablo Fornals, which I expected. We need something. We need something. And Ben Rama can provide that. I think I would have preferred to have seen Ben Rama and Meepo on for longer together, but can't always get everything you want. Hopefully he can do something now. This is a big opportunity. Yo, Fred going wild at Ben Rama there, just chopping him down like a madman. Did Solskjaer win in the Norwegian League with Mold? He did, yes, several times. Several times. We've got people. The problem is we've got people on the pitch who can do it. We've just got nowhere near enough of them on the pitch. And Man United have just got us covered, got us completely and utterly covered here. I don't know for the life of me. I don't know what's going to change. There you go. I love when Souček plays right mid. Don't. Tellez plays it in. Easy save for Fabianski. This game is just ending 0-0, isn't it? It just is. There literally nothing has happened. Almost nothing of interest has happened. Almost nothing of interest. Do you know what I'd be interested in, actually? Speaking about things in interest, let's have a little look at the shot map. For a start, we've had one, but let's have a look at this little cheeky shot map, shall we? Just looking, I was interested to see how many of their shots were outside the box, and it's sort of a 50-50 shout. This is Man United's shots, by the way. Obviously, we've only had one. I was wondering how many, a significant number, all of them sort of going straight towards goal. Apart from this one, what was that shot? Jesus Christ. I mean, it's just a case of how many. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at this. Let's get rid of Man United as well. That's Odubeku's touches. Look how spread out they are. Flipping heck. Just nothing there, is there? Really, nothing to denote that we've got the players in the right positions. Played across this corner. It's a corner right at the end of the game. Please, Thomas Souček. Someone just head Dawson. Now is the time. Now is the time for Craig Dawson to earn his Premier League man player of the month. I struggled to say about 8 different words there, and none of them were correct. 8. Come on. Here we go. Big corner. I'm not looking at the chat because I know you're like 30 seconds ahead of me or whatever. Apparently there's a handball against Wan-Bissaka. So Johnson plays the ball. He plays it across. I can't tell whether that hit Wan-Bissaka on the arm or on the chest. He looked a bit sheepish, so it could have been, but corner, lofted in, headed, cleared away. Is it cleared away fully? Man United on the break. Who's that charging back with him? Whoever it is, just take him out. Craig Dawson has his hands on his head. We're looking at the corner again. It was lofted in by Noble. Dawson got his head to it, but he just couldn't direct it enough towards goal. He does get his head on it. He just can't get enough on it, and Wan-Bissaka just clears it away. I think that might be it. We might be going to extra time. After 90 minutes, it ends. West Ham United 0, Manchester United 0. Halfway round. Halfway round, of course. Hi. West Ham players have much better fitness. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This has been such a nothing game. I almost don't know what to say about it. Annoying. That's the worst thing that could have happened to me. What's with your delay on the match, Charlie? It's because, Gaz, I'm watching it on the BBC Sport website, which is naturally delayed to the TV anyway, just because the way the systems work at the BBC. And then there's about a 5 to 10 second delay on me saying it and you hearing me say it. That's why. This has been an absolute nothing game between two teams who arguably could have done more. And Man United have obviously been in complete and utter control. But realistically, what are you meant to do? I just feel, I don't know, it's just a dejected look. If we cut through, look, ultimately it's one of those situations where if we go through, we go through. That's all that matters. It's a cup game, right? All that matters is just actually getting through to the next round. And so if it takes until the 29th minute of extra time to score an absolute smash and grab winner, I'm taking it. I am taking it. But Jesus Christ, that was such a dull game. Man United were completely and utterly in control of it almost the entire time, and yet didn't create anything of huge note. And at the same time, we created literally nothing. That corner at the end was arguably our best chance. David Moyes is standing, having a little conversation with the boys now, figuring out what the hell we're meant to do, how we're meant to score a goal with no attacking players on the pitch. It's weird how that works. We've got Meepo on, and Ben Rama's only been on for 5 or so minutes, so Ben Rama's relatively fresh. That's a positive for us. We have at least, although we only have 2 attacking players on the pitch, at least they're both relatively fresh and have something to do here. And this is the chance to create those sort of like hero moments. If Meepo or Debeku gets a goal, it's going to be absolutely massive. It will go completely and utterly wild. But realistically, I don't know what it is. Hello, Gio. How do you feel?
I'm happy, Charlie. I thought we were brilliant in the second half. I think we played really well.
We haven't had a shot. We didn't have a single shot in that second half, apart from that Dawson header at the end. Even then, I don't know if you can call that a shot. It was a glancing header.
I think we've played well, and I think we're starting this extra time with a better 11 than we started the actual game with as well. I think we've got better shape. I think the 3 at the back helped us a lot. I think Fredericks and Johnson are playing well going forward. Has
it helped us? We still haven't had a shot.
Because we're better. We look better in the second half than we do in the first half. We look completely better.
We had 1 shot. First half we had one shot. I don't disagree with you necessarily, but
I think we played a lot better in the second half, and I think we've got a better team out now than we do at the start of the game with Ben Rama. My only concern is Martin Noble's going to need an oxygen tank at some point.
How many more subs do we have? I have no idea.
One.
We have one sub. Okay. I don't necessarily disagree with you. I was just saying that at least we only have 2 attacking players on, but at least they both are relatively fresh.
Yeah, I think we've got one because of Diop was a concussion sub with that new thing now, so we've got another one. I think you'd have to be looking at Lanzini for Noble eventually, because I think Noble's been brilliant. By the way, I think Noble's been absolutely not superb side. I think it's been really, really good, Mark. But he's now up against Bruno Fernandes, and we can't risk Bruno Fernandes getting space. I think I would do a change and get Noble off, just a fitness thing.
I agree with you, don't get me wrong, but would taking Noble off for Lanzini...
But who else are you going to bring on? We've got no one else on the bench, have we?
I don't necessarily disagree with you, I'm just saying.
I think you'd have to put Lanzini on and put Souček a bit deeper, which is frustrating because he's got his height. Fabianski's aiming
from that position anyway.
Yeah, but you can't do this against Man United. You've got to leave it to Odebeko, Benrahma, and Fredericks and Johnson, I guess. If you go forward, you leave a massive gap.
I hate everything, Gio. Oh my God, we're so wank, bro. I just want to see us go for it.
What's wrong? Are you not happy?
No, it's trash, bro. We've had no shots in the second half against Man United, who basically walked around the pitch for 45 minutes.
Charlie, it's a cup game. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the result.
I said the exact same thing, but you need to actually take a shot to get a result.
Yeah, you can say that to Man United. They've had about 2 shots.
Michael Owen, in all of his glory, when they don't score, they hardly ever win. And I'm just saying, if you don't shoot, you can't score. I don't disagree. Look, I don't disagree, to be fair. I think we've looked defensively, I think we've looked just as strong in the second half as we did in the first. And we've certainly got forward slightly more. But it's not actually developed into anything. And now we're looking at it and we're
slightly more. We were pushing them back at some point in that second half. The first half, we barely got out the half.
We had one shot in the game.
I'm happy if we have one shot on target the whole game and we won 1-0. I'm delighted. I don't care about how much shots we have.
But it's 0-0. I agree with you. I said the exact same thing 5 minutes ago, but
so what are you complaining for? It's 0-0. Why are you getting upset?
I know you're Scottish, but you shouldn't back him too much. Come on now.
I'm not Moyes' biggest fan. I think he's got his tactics. I think he's got his tactics wrong in the first half. At halftime, I said I see something from Moyes. I want him to be brave. He was brave. He switched his 3 at the back and took on Ben Johnson, and who I think was going. Oh, that was a handball. That was even out. He's done it. And I think in the second half we improved. I thought we got the possession a lot better. A lot more in the second half. I thought we looked a bit composed. We weren't threatening, but I thought Man United weren't threatening, bar one occasion when we had to call on Fabianski. But he's the goalie. That's what he's there for. I think we're playing all right. I think we're doing okay. Like I said, my concern is that we've had a couple of opportunities and we failed to capitalise on them, which was basically what I'm trying to say is when Pablo Fornals, there was 3-on-2 in our favour and Fornals absolutely botched the pass.
Can I ask you a favour?
Yes.
Are you able to just sit here for like 5 minutes while I go and get the groceries because they've just arrived outside the house? Is that right?
What are you going to do if I wasn't here?
You blame David Moyes, mate. He's the one not shooting, not me.
Yeah, okay. You can go. Right, okay, I'm here. I am here. You've got me for the next 5 minutes because he's away to do the shopping. Eric says that you agree with me. Thank you, Eric. I'm bringing it out because you said you agree with me. Paul says I'm respecting the point. I am a little bit. Listen, I've always had the mentality when it comes to cups. I couldn't really care about the performance to some extent. I will happily take a 1-0 against a League Two side. As long as we're in the next round, that's all I care about. That is all I care about. Dawson's been brilliant tonight, isn't he? He's been absolutely superb. I've still got this green screen thing. I haven't sorted it. Look at this. I don't know if I can put anything on there. I don't know if it counts. Let me see if I can put a picture on there. Let's just see if it works. What happens if I put some bricks? Does that work? I've got some bricks under Martin Noble. What can we put under Martin Noble? I know. I was trying to do this to Gonzo earlier, but it wasn't working. Does that work? Oh, it doesn't seem to like that picture. I'll put the house on. There we go. Mark Noble can have a bit of a gaff. We've got something on there. Right, what's happening? Oh, it's a goal kick. Never mind. I got excited in the first half because Fabianski did a short goal kick. I've not seen him do a short one since. He just keeps booting it. He just keeps launching it down the park again. I don't know what's happening because I've got the TV on mute, so I can't really. I don't know what. It's just on Mark Noble. It's Mark Noble player cam at minute. Fabianski's taking 2 minutes per goal kick. We're playing for the Pens. He conceded Fredericks and Sufal being used again. Yeah, I might go get something to put under Mark Noble in my extreme makeshift green screen. I'm just having a look like a poster here. There's a pitch here. You can see where it's all crackly, can't you? Just trying to turn that into the green screen as well. Anyway, right. So Chuck says we're playing better. I completely agree. I think we've had a good second half. Extra time I'm a bit wary about because while I said we're starting this extra time better than we started the game, I think Man United are too. Cavani worries me a lot. They've also got Bruno Fernandes on there. He's just in between full-time and extra time starting. I see now he took off both fullbacks and brought on 2 new fullbacks, so they're also going to be trying to come down the sides a bit more, which makes sense because we're playing wing-back, so you've got to try and double up. And that's Diallo's warming up there, the signing from Atlanta. That's him getting ready. He's walking around with these... No, it's not Jack. It's not green screen. It's the pitch. This is just the green bit for the pitch for the poster, and this is just the pitch of the London Stadium. But I've got some green screen thing activated, and it's trying to turn that into a green screen. That's all. I agree. No, Man United are breaking. There's a counter attack on. It's 3-on-3. Martial. I think it's Martial. He's giving it to Fernandes. Going for the overlap, chipped it in, Cavani. Oh, random header. Oh no. Oh no. It's 1-0. Scott McTominay. McTominay scored. Bollocks. Ugh. That's a bit. It was a good counter attack by Man United. They sort of half fluffed it up. It was a crap cross, and then they sort of there was a loose ball. Really good layup by Rashford to Scott McTominay, and it was a good finish, but a bit of a poor header from Souček. He's headed it down into the box, but there's not much else he can do, I guess. Rice lost the ball in the middle of the pitch. I need to see the Rice thing again, but they're not showing the replay that far back. That's gutting, that is. That's the... oh, well. On to next year. Sorry if you're waiting for me to speak. I'm genuinely just a bit gutted, actually, because it's a big game, this. I always think the cup games are our most important game of the season until the next cup game comes along. Unless you're in like a relegation battle, etc., and it's at the end of the season. Obviously, the cup game is the most important one. And, you know, I know there's still 20 minutes to go to try and get it back, but I don't feel like we're going to now because we're not going to have to come out, and that's just going to help Man United. We're seeing their Man United on the counter attack. We're not going to have to attack them, and it's going to suit them on the counter attack, really. So, it's just gutted. This is why I don't like doing the watch alongs because I don't want to get angry. Where's Charlie? Putting his fucking shopping away. Get back here. Hurry up with your fucking beans or whatever it is he's doing and get back here. It's gutted because listen, we can sit here and dissect the game plan, etc. But what you can't fault, I don't think, is the effort. I think all the players are giving 100% and stuff, and it's now 100 minutes in. It's just a bit frustrating, isn't it? It is just a bit frustrating. But this is right, one mistake from Rice, it cost us a goal. But I need to see it again. I was half paying attention to this compared to that. Chelsea says playing with 10 men, the kid's done nothing. I mean, you're technically right. Oh, the Beckel's done nothing. Neither did Yarmolenko, though. At the end of the day, we've got to give him an opportunity at some point, haven't we? Okay, is this the right one to do it? But there's so much expectation, is there? But we shouldn't be relying. This is where we shouldn't be relying on an 18-year-old, should we? No, we do want to see him play. We do, but in better circumstances than 0-0 at Old Trafford in the FA Cup. This is where we should have a better squad. This is where in January we should have done sufficient recruitment in order to play when you've got one injury. That's all we've got. We've got one injury to Michail Antonio, and the whole game plan comes crashing down. It's not good enough. This is where you've got to go back to the January recruitment, the January transfer market, and say, Rice has been good. What game are you watching? Nobody said he's not played good. Nobody said that. Someone just said Rice gave the ball away and we conceded, which is true. He didn't say it's a bad game. Simple.
Hello.
Is your shopping away?
Yeah.
It's 1-0, Charlie.
Oh, I've seen. I didn't know what happened. Tell me what happened. As I'm just making the graphic.
Rice gave the ball away, but I didn't see it because I was interacting. I've got some green screen stuff going on by mistake, and I started discussing that, and then all of a sudden Man United were counter-attacking and ended up in the back of the net pretty quickly. It was a good counter-attack. They fluffed it. A couple of heads of tennis, and it got knocked down. Rashford laid it off, and Scott McTominay scored.
Fair enough.
Mixed sauce.
Sauce. Do you want me to tell you how to count the green screen stuff off?
No, I know. I'm just
finding it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it, but it's fine. I've got the living room on my green screen at the minute.
Do you? Let me have a look at that.
I've got none now.
There you go. It's off now. It's off.
Yeah, I turned it off now. Oh, they're counter-attacking again. Oh, no. Oh, Charlie, I'm gutted, actually. I'm gutted because it's the cup, innit? It's the cup.
I shan't say anything.
It comes down to individual error, though, not tactics or substitutions or anything like that. It's just tactics. Fabianski's time wasting. What's he time wasting for? We're 1-0 down. Fucking hell, I'll tell you what. Clarence Hughes. When the Clarence Hughes said we can trust David Moyes to not take us into European football this season because we don't have a squad big enough, that's the first in the know thing he's got right all year.
Yeah. Broken clock's right twice a day, do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, Rashford's pretending to be injured. He's feigning injury. No, they're time wasting.
I mean, why not? We're not going to score, aren't we? Have we had a shot yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I'll refresh this. Yeah, it's Dawson. Sorry, I was just looking at who scored. Because it said 2 shots, so I wanted to see if it counted the Dawson one, and it did. At
some point, he's got to just go for it, hasn't he? He's got 1-0, 5-0. It doesn't really matter, does it? This is the league. There's no goal difference. At some point, he's going to have to take off a defender and put on Lanzini and throw the kitchen sink. But it just suits Man United more because Man United then counter-attack more and more and have more and more space and stuff. It's difficult to know what to do, really, but there's no point. It's coming up to half-time of extra time. There's no point remaining conservative and keeping the score down. What's that going to achieve? You've just got to go for it. Try and put Man United on the back foot. Trying to have some shots that you might like to see, Charlie.
Oh, I would like to see a couple. I can't lie to you.
Oh, mate.
How do you think David Moyes will view this game?
Yeah, I think he'll be happy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll be happy with the performance. Of course he will. 0-0 at Old Trafford. In the league, that's a point, thank you. I have that.
I don't think he particularly cares about the cup, don't get me wrong. I just wondered it because when he made the changes in the second half, I was thinking, I wondered if say Sufal at centre back or whatever might be like, okay, maybe I'll change back to 3 at the back, especially for that run of games we've got coming up in a few weeks where we face a lot of big teams in a row again. I wondered if that would encourage him to go back to that system just for ultra safety during that time period. I have no idea how I feel about this game at all. I don't know if Moyes will take anything from it. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I'm sort of just reaching out to the void.
I genuinely think he'll be happy with it, Charlie. I think he'll be happy with the performance. I think there's 1 or 2 players who might be in the crosshairs of David Moyes. Jared Bowen, particularly, when you're hooked to half time at 0-0, it's not a good sign. So, like, him in particular might be up for a smacked bum, but we've got Jesse Lingard to come back in anyway. He's got a bigger issue, which is the striker. What are you going to do with that?
Not support him for a start. I don't know. I don't know what you do. This
is why I was pissed off with the January transfer window, and people were saying, not everybody, but some people were saying, well, we got beat by Liverpool, calm down. I thought it's got nothing to do with getting beat by Liverpool. It's the fact that the day after that, it was the transfer deadline day. It was just a convenient. That's when it was. It's got nothing to do with getting beat by Liverpool. We needed an extra striker in the January transfer window because we knew Michail Antonio was going to get injured. It was always going to happen. And lo and behold, literally 8 days after the transfer window shuts, here we are, with Yarmolenko up front. And we're struggling. We're struggling. We don't have an option. It's...
I don't know.
I just missed it. They're showing the replay. I just missed Rice giving the ball away again.
I'll let you know when I see it. I
can rewind, actually, if that fucking button on my remote works.
That's a fair point. The striker thing is my big concern. Ogbonna getting injured, as someone mentioned in the chat, is obviously a problem. But to be honest with you, I think we can deal with that. I think my bigger problem is the striker situation because we literally have no alternative. We can talk about how this was something I brought up, and not to bring up Sebastian Haller again, but this was something I brought up in the big Haller debate of 2020 when everyone was talking about how, well, we can't change a formation to fit one guy. We have a fit formation that suits one man. His name is Michail Antonio, and that is it. And he got injured, and now we are screwed. I'm watching it again here. Yeah, I missed Rice giving away the ball, but I think they didn't include it.
No, they didn't include it. They just include them breaking with Rice on the deck kind of thing. It's a good counter-attack, and it's a good finish at the end and stuff. But you can nitpick the defending, if you like, with the head tennis thing going on and suggest someone could have done something better, but
good assist.
Just got caught out. We just got caught out.
Rashford and McTominay did really well together, though. Like the Rashford the Rashford pullback for McTominay to just slot it home was really good. And McTominay does well. He has to stretch as well to get there, to be fair to him.
Yeah, it's a perfect layoff. A lovely finish as well. And, nearly job done by Man United. I mean, this got 15 minutes to go. Second half's just kicking off for me. And there's no subs by either team yet. I'm always going to have to do something. Assuming Diop is classed as a concussion sub, which... you assume it would be. Therefore, we've got a substitute left. So he's got to bring on Lanzini at some point and just throw the kitchen sink at them. He has to. There's no point playing like this. At 0-0, I'd be all right with this, Charlie. Thinking, if we take it to pens, that's fine. Let's make it a 50-50. Let's make it a lottery. But we're not. It's not 0-0. We're 1-0 down. We've got to throw the kitchen sink. I'd rather see us go for it and get smashed 3-0 than come away with 1-0 with our sort of confidence a little bit dented, if you like. This is a one-off game. But, it's frustrating, Charlie.
It's one of those situations where I'm looking at... So there's... Usually when I look at the live chat, especially like when we were like last season when we were struggling to survive in the Premier League and everything else, and then like there is definitive vibes and camps, and you see it when you look at Twitter. You see like one section of people feel very ardently about one thing and one section of people feel very ardently about the other, and they just butt heads all the time. And it's like, I want to get involved and talk to the live chat, but you lot are doing that. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Just try not to kill each other would be my advice. People in the chat, just try not to murder each other too much. We will get through this. It's just Man United in the cup after all. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's disappointing. It's my overriding emotion right now. because you know me, I'm relatively pragmatic anyway. You know, like when it comes to league and cup and everything else, I am relatively pragmatic. I obviously want us to win a cup, and I would prefer us to win a cup, but I just feel like today's a little bit of a thing missed, especially when at the beginning of the game there was a lot of Man United fans in the chat, and I asked them, like the ones who I did get to talk, I sort of asked them where would they rank the FA Cup with the league and Europa League in importance for their season, and they all put it third. No one put it above third, and it's like I just feel like we could have. There was a chance here. I don't know. It's not that Man United were bad. They were a much better side, and I think you are right when you say if we'd been a bit more open, they could have very easily taken advantage of that. But I just didn't see where. And I understood what you mean about getting into 0-0 at half time and then trying to do something in the second half or whatever, because then you can figure it out as we go. But when they have people like Bruno Fernandes and stuff on the bench, I feel like you just have to take your opportunity when you see him, and we just didn't.
Yeah, but I think we played all right tonight, Charlie. This is why I'm a bit disappointed, because come down, without seeing the replay, it's come down to an individual error, really. You know, the team's done everything that it's supposed to do. Fabianski's done everything right for 90 minutes. Mark Noble's done everything right for 90 minutes. Dawson's done everything right for 90 minutes. Well, more than that, extra time as well. It's come down to one individual error. You know, we did push forward in numbers there. That's why they've gone and scored, because we actually committed numbers forward. And arguably, one of our most reliable players gives the ball away and concedes possession. But I think we've played well tonight, generally speaking. The first half, I thought we were poor, but I think it was the tactics and the personnel in the tactics that led to that. I think the players were all giving 100% and stuff like that. I was okay with it. The second half, I thought we played good. I thought we played good against Man United in the second half. Did we threaten the keeper? No, but did they threaten Fabianski? I don't think so. I thought we played all right. I thought we contained them. We had good spells of possession. You know, extra time, I don't feel like they've been dominating us. I think we've done all right again. That's why I'm a bit gutted, actually, because I feel at the minute, I feel like we're worthy of taking it to penalties with what I've seen in the second half, not the first half, second half and extra time. I feel like it's worthy of taking it to pens and stuff. You know, we're up against a better team. They've got world-class players, something we don't have. I think we made a good account of ourselves tonight. You know, we switched to back three and looked good, so there's positives to take from it. It's just a bit gutted because it's the cup, and I was believing, I was dreaming, Charlie. And it's just a bit of a shame, that's all, because we've seen Sheffield United beat this lot a couple of weeks ago, and we'll see our team below West Ham in the league beat them in the next 5-6 league games probably, and that's when we'll look at it and go, you know, we could have done that. It is what it is. Listen, our season's not over. This is what I was saying in the build-up show at the end, the build-up show before it disappeared. So normally, when we go out the FA Cup at this stage, our season's finished. That's it.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Normally, lands an easy way. Come on, by the way. Normally, that's it. Season's finished. See you in August kind of thing. Well, actually, it's not necessarily this year. We've now got the league to focus on. And we have to focus on it, because coming into Fulham was like, oh, what do you do? You got the FA Cup. What do you do? Now there's none of that anymore. You have to go for the league 100%. And try and get 6th or even 7th in the league and get that Mickey Mouse Europa League tournament or whatever it's called. We have to still make this season a success, and it still can be, just not with the FA Cup.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think we were getting to an FA Cup final anyway. I just would have liked us to. I don't mind losing. I never really mind losing as long as we put in the performance. That's my only problem, and I just don't think we have. I think defensively we have, but I think that's half of the game, and the other half of the game we've been next to woeful. Not even woeful, non-existent is the way I would describe it. It's not like our attack and play has been bad. It's just been virtually non-existent for most of the game. That's my problem with it. It's not really anything else. Let me know who Lanzini comes on for, by the way, because you're about a minute ahead of me. So
yeah, we've just had a good spell outside Man U's box there. The cross is a bit iffy, but the game's starting to open up now. It's starting to get a bit end to end in the last 2 minutes. No shots now, but it's Man U's turn now to come forward, and that's Fernandes who connected into back post for Rashford goal kick. Oh, God,
that was really the way you dropped down there really concerned me that you're going to be a Rashford goal.
Yeah, it's Fernandez, isn't it? You know he's
Yeah.
He's taken off Odebeko.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So anyway, that was the watch along, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our FA Cup experience. Hope you enjoyed Mipo Odebeko. You literally won't see him again this season now. Hope you all enjoyed it while you had the opportunity. And the answer to your question is because he doesn't care about the cup, did you? That's the answer to your question. He does not give a hoot. A hoot, I say. He is hootless.
I don't think he's been good. I don't think Odebeko's been good or anything, but
he's a striker.
Yeah, but he looks gutted on the bench now. It's on Odebeko's. He looks gutted. What's this going to do for the lad's confidence? How are you going to say to him on Monday, you're going on, mate? His confidence, I don't know. I just feel... I don't think he's done well, but we need a goal, and I just think we've just a little shattered the lad. I just think I'm a bit worried for Odebeko, if anything, because he's not played well. He'll know he's not played. Every footballer knows when he's not played well. He'll go off thinking, I was a bit crap today. You know, I didn't really do much. Didn't really get the ball much and stuff. There was opportunities to give him time on the pitch before tonight. You know, Liverpool when we were 2-0 down, Doncaster, Stockport and stuff. There's been times where we could have played him and we haven't, and we've put him on tonight. Yeah, I've been wanting to see Odebeko, but if you watch preview, I didn't want to see him start tonight because I thought it was too big a task away at Man United. I feel a bit gutted for him, actually. I get why Moyes has done it to some extent. I just think,
Oh, there's no. I don't understand why Moyes has done it. I get why he's done it because he doesn't give a crap. I don't understand why he's done it. Yeah, but that's an individual problem, not a tactics problem. The problem is tactics aren't designed to give him lots of touches of the ball. So what do? Take away the so you bring on someone who can actually provide him with those opportunities, and you take him off. So what's the point?
Oh, Ben Rama, mate, he just had a free header about 8 yards out, and he's headed it straight at Henderson.
What's the actual point? It's like genuinely. What do you do in that position? Hello, my name's Mipo Odebeko. I haven't been provided the ball the entire game. Oh, you're bringing on someone to provide the ball for me. Oh, you're taking me off. Cool. Sweet.
Well, I feel gutted. When you saw Odebeko's face on the bench there, the boy looked gutted. Understandably, you know, he's given a rare chance and he's not played well. And then he's got subbed off again. It's a bit embarrassing as well for you as a player. You don't want that.
Good luck playing for Augsburg in 3 years. I hope it goes well for you.
The kid's still got a bright future. I mean, he's 18 years old. And we'll see him again this season. Well, I don't know, actually. We're at the Cup now, possibly.
Yeah, you're not seeing him.
Oh, come on.
It's done. It's done. It's done. Moyes has done it for him, bruv. He's over.
No, that was frustrating.
You don't have another striker, and even then he still started Yarmolenko ahead of him, bruv. It's done. We done out here, fam.
Ben Rama took on a couple of players there, but he sort of held on for a bit too long. Solskjaer made his run a bit too early, offside, a bit frustrating. There was a good play by them too. Ben Rama's looked okay in the second half of extra time now. He started to brighten up a bit.
Ugh. Do we know? Just a quick question, apropos of nothing. How injured is Antonio?
Don't know. He's fatigued, mate.
Sorry. Yes, of course. I apologize.
I don't know. He didn't travel. He's in London, so he didn't travel. A precaution is why he come off at the weekend, apparently. But we literally saw him signal to come off, holding his hamstring. But he did run afterwards. So I don't think he's injured. I think we'll see him for Sheffield United, but
okay,
that's just a prediction.
Okay, I just wondered, for reasons of everything.
This puts a bit of pressure on us against Sheffield United now. We have to win just to keep the feel-good momentum going a little bit. If we were to lose against Sheffield United, it's sort of the spark could be fizzling out a little bit.
You had Liverpool, then you had Fulham, and now this. You're in a position. The purple patch is gone. It's easy to say.
It's not a purple patch. Come on.
No. But what I mean is, you look at it, you say, okay, if the first half of the season was purple, the next half is where you react to that. When you lose that momentum, how you react to it is the important bit. You can't judge a group of players when they're playing at like unbelievably together. You can judge it straight after that moment. When you have the gut punches, it's about how you react. I would have said before all of these that I think we had what it takes, because individually during matches we've shown that we can deal with that. We've had like adversity and our players have actually stepped up to that adversity and driven straight through it. And I'm hoping that's what we see at the other side of this. We can't see it now because we're in the midst of it. We're in the midst of the punch. You don't see how someone reacts to a punch as they're getting absolutely blapped in the face. It's about how you pick yourself up after that.
Yeah, I'm glad we've got a break now. We've got 6 days till the next game. I'm glad we've got that just to recuperate, replan, if anything, work out how to play without Antonio. But we didn't really do it in the first half of the season, so I don't expect us to do it in the second half of the season.
No, Moyes doesn't know what to do.
But hopefully Antonio's fit for Sheffield United. Right. Ben Johnson's coming forward here. He's played well since he's come on.
Yeah, he's been decent.
Going to Lanzini, he's just been knocked off the ball. Like Ben Rama's picked up. He's looking for Soufal. It's over a hit. He's kept it in, but Henderson picks it up. A couple of minutes to go, and then that's the end of the extra time, Charlie.
Just updating my phone. Felt like it's more exciting to see an Android update than this. You look so Chuck, you look so depressed. Yeah, a little bit. Do you know what it is, right? I just can take losing. It's just when we don't show enough in the loss that frustrates me. And and Gio, to be fair, is not wrong when Gio talks about like the defensive side. I think we've been good enough and everything else. I do think it is, and the fact that the only time they've managed to score was from the mistake. That's fair enough. I think that's true. It's just like you do at some point have to attack. It's very Moyes' first. What I would say is this: when me and Tom used to do these streams, we used to get very frustrated by Moyes not attacking. It is strongly reminiscent of those games where he goes, he dabbles a little bit with going for it, but once the game's already gone, you know. And even then, there's been times where we've been 4-1 down and he's brought on a centre back. Like, it just is what it is. It's very much everything I disliked about David Moyes in the first place, which is annoying because I was actually starting to like the guy.
I can see all the Beckel getting behind Moyes. He still looks sad. Oh, bless him. I'll mention this in the review. I'm trying to get over not signing a striker in January because I don't want to keep banging on about it. But tonight, it's hard not to. Because that's the thing we've been missing from that starting 11.
Well, you can't get over something if the thing that is negatively impacting you is happening to you right now. We needed to sign a striker because we didn't have a backup. Now we need the backup and we don't have one. It's just proof that it was right all along. It's not really something you can get over, I don't think.
Just frustrated. I wanted to shake Moyes and say, stop being so stubborn. Okay, you can't get your first choice, but get a loan in or take a punt. With sort of like European player that you've bound to have been sort of looking at over the first half of the season, because everybody knew, even if we didn't sell Sebastian Haller, there was a chance we needed a striker anyway. But then, why would you sanction the sale without someone lined up? And then the fact that they sold Haller and then discovered the guy Moyes wanted doesn't want to come. How have you not sounded that out before?
Do we know if Moyes sanctioned that sale?
Yeah, because Moyes spoken about it, saying it came in and it was a lot of money, and he needs money to buy players, kind of thing. And then for us to sanction it without having sounded out of that Nesri, whatever he's called, actually wants to come or not, is just incredible. The fact that we've sold Sebastian Haller and gone to Sevilla, and the guy turns around and goes, "No, I don't want to come." It's like, oh, okay, now what we're going to do? And then the whole month we sat there thinking, well, what are we going to do? This is the thing. Sebastian Haller was sold at the start of January. So it wasn't even like he was sold at the end. We had no time to get him in. Like the Dimitri Payet thing, it dragged on and on and on. They were sold him towards the end of the window. And it was like, oh, no, we're just going to have to get Robert Snodgrass in. It wasn't even like that. We just sold them early doors and sat on our hands. And anyway, there's 5 seconds to go. We're just booting it down the middle of the park and it's coming back at us, really. There's something to... it's going to be 2. It's Fernandez is in. Oh, he's not that bothered by the looks of it. They're just toying with us. Oh, what a save. Fabianski, man of match by a mile. But Charlie, I'm going to go get ready for the review. That's full time.
Enjoy
so I'll let
it.
you wrap up your show. Cheers.
Stick around, everyone. The review will be momentarily on the channel. Rough is the way I would describe that one. I I appreciate that we're a lot of Man United fans in the chat who haven't stuck around and been very smug about what's just happened. I appreciate that. But yeah, a rough game and a rough finale. And I didn't even see the goal, for Christ's sake. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so there will be a review on the channel momentarily. I'll get you a link for that in a second. Let me just find it for you. We will, of course, it'll be G and Gonzo doing their live thing. That we will have another watch along, of course, for the next game. Sheffield United, I believe it is. We'll be having a big old watch along for that. That'll be soon. Hopefully a more positive game, a more positive result. Watch Gio. He has set it up. So here is the link. This is the link for the review. Here you go. Spamming it in the chat now. Thank you, everyone. In fact, just before we go, one last time, thank you, everyone who has been in the chat. Let me click on the right thing for a second. Thank you, everyone who's been in the chat. Those people being Peach, Adam, Arthur, Christopher, Chuck, WK, English for All, Fenton, Ollie, Hammers Till I Die, Harry Parker, INX, James Gunn, Jamie Green, John Kernow, Jonathan Reese, Kevin Power, Cov the Bloodless, Leonardo, Liam, Lewis, Mark Gallagher, Mark Walters, Maverick, Mr. Pete Hammer, NH Hammer, Nick Nelson, Pam Woolard, RJ, Ray Borum, Robert Gates, Sam Blackburn, Steve 50, Will Ashton. If I missed you, I'm sorry. It's just the way the chat works. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Remember, subscribe if you're new around here. Drop the like. We almost, tell you what, we got to 600 too. That's hella close to 700. That was close. We'll probably be doing another one of these very soon, so I appreciate it. But come back for the next game at the weekend. We'll be facing Sheffield, not a weekend, sorry, on Monday. We'll be having a match on Monday. Come back for that. It will be a good old time. Thank you very much. And yeah, disappointing, but I hope you enjoy the review. Here it is. I'm spamming it in the chat currently, no matter where you are. If you are on Facebook, if you are on Periscope, if you are on YouTube, there it is. I'll do it there. I'll just do it on here. Here you go. Here it is. Click on enjoy the review. Thank you very much, everyone. I shall see you next time. Bye.